You'll get stronger as you fly all over the world, battling powerful opponents. Sounds exciting.
Okay. Oh my goodness, please tell me this works. Yatta! Yattazo! Should probably sit more to this side. Oh, let's move the keyboard back there. Move this like that. Okay. I'm gonna wait for people to join the stream proper before I tell you the amount of debuffs I have stacked on top of me right now, other than the hairline. But the amount of debuffs I have right now is unreal. So, you know what? Let's Oh, hey, drop out first person in the chat. Eddie Mantu said nerd. Burning J said cooked. Okay. Horikoshi never beating the allegation. Oh yeah. I want to do the nerd power scale rant, but we'll do that later. I want to worry about something else first. Love the content. Hey, I'm glad you guys like the content, and hello you guys for showing up. Okay, so I guess there's enough people in here. I'll explain my debuffs. 1, it is hot as hell in this hot ass room I'm in. There is no Grim Reaper. I messed up my knee doing exercise yesterday, and then I messed up my calf in my sleep. I'm hungry. There's food literally right in front of me. All right. It took. I can feel the debuffs. It took like an hour to start the stream because Streamlabs was like, we can't find the game. We can't find Dragon Ball Z Budokai Free, and I was losing my mind. So it is weird. Also, because it's hot, I'm not gonna wear my headphones on my head. I'm just gonna keep them to the side like this because I don't want to melt my brain any further. So yeah, happy to see you, man. Hey, it's always great to see you guys. Open the window. Trust me, I should not open the window where I am right now. The game audio is a bit too loud. Okay. Mission understood. If I open the window where I am right now, I can't even say the kind of evil that's gonna happen. Oh, I needed that. Oh, okay. Wait, what difficulty am I on right now? Oh, wait. It's gonna sound like just pure yap nonsense to you guys, but I'm eating steak and chips right now. Wow, Steve, thank you for bragging about what you're eating. Yeah, no problem, dude. Look, stream, I need this. Stay hydrated. Thank you. Oh God, I was gonna say something. Yes, okay, we can actually find out what difficulty we're on right now by just fighting something. So, let's do that. That's where we're supposed to go. Wait, oh my God, I forgot Kid Gohan has 4 Dragon Balls at the start. Okay. By the way, dude, your Lucario kind of nice. How many Magikarps for it? Buddy. Oh yeah, you can trade Pokemon. I totally forgot that was a thing. There's not enough Magikarps in the world. There ain't enough Magikarps in the world. My Lucario, I don't think my Lucario is very nice per se. See, casually orgasming, I'm special over food. To be honest, I do the same. I have a tendency to do that. That's why you'll never see me. You'll probably never see a video of me eating in public because I look like such a freak. Going after every bite. As much as I love power scaling ranting, I think we'll save the My Hero Mark 10 thing for later. But all I'm going to say, I'm going to start now by saying, I've always said My Hero characters are not anywhere near the speed of light. That's all I'm going to say. We'll do the rest of the rant when I feel like it. Also, another debuff. Normally, I'm wearing like trousers. I'm just in my underpants because it's too hot. If I put on trousers or pants or whatever you guys call it, I'll die. You will literally see my face start to like melt midstream. It's horrible. So yeah. Oh boy, Piccolo, he's always so fun to fight. Oh wait, are we on just regular Z difficulty? What was the binding vow? Hold on, wait. His AI isn't like super broken, so maybe this is normal difficulty. It might just be regular Z difficulty because his AI isn't super broken. Oh yeah, he's actually making mistakes and whiffing attacks. That normally doesn't happen. Okay. D2 broke forward pants, crazy. I know. Recent closeless epidemic. I said the world crashing out. Oh wait, my turn. I'll beat you. I need a bite. Steve, do you like JoJo Part 7's color palette? I prefer Blue Johnny. I do like Blue Johnny more, but it's the same way I like blue. I used to like Blue Jono more because blue is my favorite color. But now I'm just too used to Pink Jono. If I see Blue Jono, that looks off to me. So, to me, I feel like I always get used to the anime's colors, no matter how good the manga colors are. Wait. Oh. Yes. Okay. Am I having fun? Don't say it like that. Whenever I'm on stream, I'm having fun. That's just a fact. If I'm streaming, I'm having a good time. But Steve, what about 6 streams ago when you were playing Sparking Zero and you were angry? Look, semantics, alright? That's just a minor incident, alright? That was just a minor incident. The background song is going crazy and it's just me missing too. Running Part 7 is getting an official translation. I don't know how to feel about that because it's either going to be a half-decent translation or it's going to be John Weary. If you're a JJK manga fan, I don't even have to tell you who John Weary is. You just know the legends of the demon, the beast. Oh, he's going to really just do some damage, or not. Okay, I have a fan that keeps blowing in this direction, and as much as I appreciate it, I don't want my food to get cold. Would you lose? I'm losing crazy right now, bro. This weather is beating my... Oh. We just pressed triangle now. He did it twice. That means we win. Light work, no reaction. Light work, no reaction. This isn't Z3. I can't start the stream with Z3 because we'll deadass be here for 14 hours. It would literally be unbeatable if I start with Z3. We have to start at a lower difficulty and then go up to Z3 naturally. Okay. I want to point out, when I beat the Dragon Rush, I only do like 500 damage. Like 600 damage? I don't even know how much damage it did, but it was not enough. It's straight up not enough. Steve, pick up a steak with your bare hands and just scran it. I will not. But Piccolo tight as hell. Aren't you good? You need rest? I'm so hurt. Z3 save states go crazy. Bro, we have to be save stating after every punch if we want to win on Z3. Every time we land a combo and he doesn't, that would be a save state. Oh, I think Gohan has a cancel in the same place as Piccolo. Oh, he does. Oh. Okay, I was gonna say something. Oh, honestly, not excited for the Midden Games arc in Season 3 of JJK. I am. I mean, the issue is that I'm kind of like a massive JJK, like... I would consider myself a JJK dick rider. I think I'm aware enough to know that I like JJK so much that I am a dick rider. Or at least I would like to believe I'm aware enough. I know I'm a dick rather for it. I'm excited because, one, other than the fights, obviously, Jujutsu Kaisen. Other than the fights, I do actually want to see how they do certain things, because you know the anime always has its own take on things. And a good one is going to be Yuki's fight. I want to see how they do Yuji versus Yuta. I'm very curious on how they do Megumi versus Reggie-Star, because if you read the manga, you would know that that's a very, very important fight for Megumi for certain reasons. So I'm curious as to how they'll do Megumi versus Reggie-Star. I think that's pretty much... I'm not saying those are the parts I'm most interested in. I'm just curious as to how the anime is going to do those parts. Because we all know the final part of the arc is going to be the most impactful part. The final part of the arc is going to be on some Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku levels of like hype. You're not going to hear anyone shut up about it. Because it's probably the biggest shock in the series up to that point. Like Gojo getting sealed, Maharaga, all of that is like baby shit compared to the end of the Culling Games arc. So I obviously really want to see that. We need more Miguel. It's true, we do. I do wish to expand more on character interactions. Yes, JJK has like very little character interactions. I do want to say that. Because the character interactions feel like they're happening the same time as the plot. A good example is I feel like My Hero will do conversations that aren't plot relevant at all. They're just for the characters, and I think that's really cool. I can't even wear the headset anymore. I'm actually going to die. I think My Hero actually does conversations that have nothing to do with the plot, but it feels like every character moment they have in JJK is for the sake of the plot. Or it's like the plot is still like taking up most of the attention, but the character moment is also happening. Oh my god, Grim. Jesus. Oh my... holy crap. Okay, first, Hiho, thanks so much for the 5 MX dollars through 50 MX dollars for Super Chat. JJK so good that Fujimoto did the right there curses realization 2 times in Chainsaw Man. Yeah, I'm being so serious. He literally stole it from JJK twice. Thank you so much for the donation, Hiho. And Grim, Jesus, what the hell? Grim donated $100 Super Chat. Yo, I've been wanting to do this for a while, so here I've been entertained by you for 7 years since Disrespect finishes 1 of SJ4 Goku. Got me through the... Oh, wow. Got me through the death of a parent, and I finally get to give back. Thank you. Oh, man. That's too kind. You didn't... I don't know how to feel about that. That's very kind. That's extremely kind of you, Grim. And I'm very sorry that I had no idea. Because you're like a regular here. I had no idea you went through that at the time. That is tough. Oh, Jesus, man. Thank you so much for the support, Grim. And I'm very sorry about that. I hope everything went as smoothly as it could. You know, that's all you can have in this world. Hope. I kind of just do things. Fair enough. I understand. Sometimes I turn my stream on when I'm melting with my hot ass PC, and I just think that makes sense. Thank you so much. Oh god damn it, man. Thank you so much, Grim. That was very kind of you. No, we are not going to do a breaker stream. Every time we make $100, we cannot just do breaker streams, because then I'd have to do so many. I'd have to backlog so many breaker streams. It wouldn't even be funny. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Grim and Hiho, for all the support. God damn it. Okay. Yeah. In general, I think I'm excited for season 3, but well, I say I think I am. I know I am. So yeah. Should I have done more training? Nah, I'll be out. It'll be out. I need. Piccolo took me so much to yell at me for a bit, and then told me to fuck off. What the hell? I brought breakers and waited an hour and no match. We were stuck at 5 people. That's funny. If any of you guys were curious about what it would feel like to buy breakers today, look no further than Sunthrower. He just bought the game and he waited an hour to play a match. That has to be the most doomed gaming experience ever. My bike's broken. I'm stuck in this place. I can't even find TN. Miss, this place isn't safe. Yeah, well, if it's so dangerous, what are you doing here, kid? Is she shooting him? Hey, what's that noise? A dinosaur? Okay, I guess that's it then. So did we help her escape the dinosaur, or did we say that's your own problem? Oh boy. I don't think there's anything else to really explore. I'm just curious. Also, since we are now at actually, I'm gonna taste test the fight, and if I think it's gonna be too easy, we'll turn the difficulty up, because we did just gain 8 points in attack in one fight. So I think we're pretty strong now. Where's the battle point though? I was hoping there'd be a battle point somewhere here so we could maybe squeeze out a few more levels if possible. Okay. I just noticed Launch is wearing the yeah, she wears, I think that's her only outfit when she's Bronze Head Launch in the game. I think that's the only render of her they made. Oh, hey, Launch. Fuck off. Wait, that looks like unrelated danger right there. Oh my god. Is this actually Z3? Not Z3 yet, because if it was Z3, I would have never beat Piccolo. I would have been fighting him for 14 hours. I'm just trying to level up, and then the rest of it will be Z3. Where's that goddamn battle point? If you transform close to your opponent, you could stun them into an ultimate. Oh yeah, I'm aware of that. Transformation stuns in this game are God's tier. They're probably, honestly, out of all the options in the game, they're probably the single best thing in the game. They're better than Supers, Ultimates. Transformation stun just lets you do so goddamn much. Streamer clickbait innocent fans, bro. Oh. Okay. Can't wait until they announce Sparking 1 on Goku Day. If they announce a sequel to Sparking 0 in anything less than like 3 years, I think people would actually be super angry. Okay.
Why you? I'll take on all of you goons at once.
Whoa. Krillin, you don't have to take on all the goons. You can just leave them be. Let them goon in peace, bro. No one said you had to do that. Ruby's been a member for 2 months. Thanks so much, Ruby. Oh my god. I don't think it's gonna come through Streamlabs, but was it you, Grim? I just got a notification. Was it you, Grim? I just got a notification on my phone. Thank you so much for that. For the funnies, here's an extra 50. God damn, thank you. Oh my god, okay. Wow, amazing. It's been a horrible week for the VTubers. Oh, for VTuber fans. Gura's gone. Dream became a VTuber. It's been a mag dump of L's. That sounds pretty bad.
Thank you, Piccolo.
Stay focused, Gohan. Don't make yourself an easy target.
Piccolo Rod? Yeah.
Next time, you better be prepared to save yourself.
The fact all it took was the word goon for me to chuckle like a dumbass. That's what true brain rot is.
Oh,
Gohan, what is that? That's not intimidating in the slightest, bro. He's Gohan. Okay, how much health does this guy have? Light work. We're gonna turn the difficulty up. This is actually light work. Oh, I can't have to lose. No, I'll fight him and we'll just see who wins. I increased my damage by so many points and I'm still just tickling. Bro, millennial kids were out here giggling at the words duty. Wait, he can kill himself in this fight? I'm very sure this won't one-shot me. I am very sure this will not one-shot me if it lands. This Saibamen can kill itself in a scripted story fight? He kicked me away from the explosion and died. Was he low-key a hero? I realized the errors of my ways. Get out of here, Gohan, while you still can. And he kicks me out of the explosion. What the fuck happened? Why can... That's a free fight. That's a free XP fight. Am I wrong? Goon recognized Goon. I still can't sense Dad's power. Please come quickly, Dad. What's the matter, Gohan? Don't worry over nothing. Goku will get here for sure. Right. And then Vegeta's gonna go, Nappa, start killing niggas. I'm tired.
Goku you speak of. Surely you don't mean Kakarot.
Dude accidentally pressed self-destruct button and didn't even want to get you. Farewell, Vegeta, Nappa, and yes, even you, Gohan. But Saibamen was a low-key hero.
So what?
A level up key. Alright, here's a new game. Next person who says level up key, you're gonna join that Saibamen.
Even defeat Raditz, so
Alright.
what's the use?
I don't make the rules. If I even catch one person saying level up key, the only key that's gonna level up is my key into a skeleton key, and it's gonna you're gonna hear something at your door, and you're gonna hear it unlock. That's all I'm gonna say. Level up PP. I get. You know, that's a smart way around that. But no, also don't say PP, because when you say PP, people are gonna think you mean something else. Why is Saibamen so trash on this game? It's to make up for how good they are on Sparking Zero. I say that, but I don't even know how good Saibamen... Because I know Saibamen used to have like some of the fastest beams in the game. You can't say people without saying PP? Damn, he right. Damn, he right. You right as fuck. My bad. My bad. Okay. Oh god, I'm gonna start sneezing. I can feel it coming. Oh.
Hey, it's me, Goku. Bye or...
Alright. Crap, I was gonna say something. Yeah, we're on very hard, bro. Let's turn up the music. Turn up the music. I should have turned this difficulty up before I fought the Saibamen. God damn it, man. God damn it. Very hard in this game. Low-key is kind of easy.
Bye or you'll get stronger as you fly all
No,
over the
no,
world.
hold on, wait, shut up. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. Because I'm so used to dying in one fucking combo and tickling the enemy's nutsack with my final flash. That when the enemy actually takes damage and loses and I don't explode into confetti when I get poked, I just go, oh, the game's easy. I now have the fucked up Dark Souls Elden Ring mentality, where if I play any game that doesn't immediately have my arms and legs getting ripped off the moment I press start, I'm like, oh, the game's easy, obviously. You guys remember when Dark Souls came out, or Dark Souls 2 or 3 or Elden Ring? Anytime those games come out, everyone immediately starts saying every other game is fucking easy. That's why it became popular to start calling things the Dark Souls of this. Oh, this is the Dark Souls. If a god sneezes, do they still need to bless you? Yes. Because I'm blessing them. Because I'm the real god in this room. See, this would be... That just makes you sound like such a narcissist. Okay. Steak buff. I'm getting that steak buff real quick. Okay. Oh my god, sorry, I was chewing the whole time. Okay. Invest the game donated $5 super chest. In Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi Tag Team, there's a what if a Saibaman turned into a good guy and died. I'm actually gonna lose. I'm so cooked. Can I not just restart? The game's evil as hell, bro. Finally got your Saibaman battle point. Yeah, I finally did, and it's kicking my ass. Saibamen also get the fucked up OP backflip. Oh no, look at the damage, bro. He's piecing me up. Short King battle, Cyber backshot, man. Bro actually started trying against Steed, he did. This is me and the other Cyberman fighting in the afterlife. I've got to make sure he kills himself. See ya, bitch. See ya, bitch. See ya, bitch. I can't believe my goat Steed is washed. Hey, look, sometimes cowards do survive. 50k. Do I deserve it? Fuck no. Do I need it? Fuck yeah. Let's max out damage because we're Kid Gohan and we really can't do shit. We really can't do shit, bro. We need damage. This is actually DBS Saibaman. So true. Did he train for 5 minutes? And now he can beat up Super Saiyan Blue Goku as well. Yeah, bro, I trained for a few months and I got over Buu Saga level, innit? How? How are Vegeta and Trunks and Goku and Gohan all training in the time chamber for a fucking year? And Vegeta goes from, I can beat second form Cell to, I still can't beat Perfect Cell. And this bitch ass nigga Frieza trains for 5 months and goes from, I can't beat fucking Android 20. But suddenly, I can run the fade with Janemba, Hirudegan, Broly, Gogeta, fucking Super Saiyan God Goku from Battle of Gods, Majin Buu. Like, nigga, oh my fucking lord, no. I'm really... Look, DBS is a funny show, that's all I can say. Without getting mad, DBS is just a very funny show. Alright. I never actually liked how training in Viscera was basically EXP farming. It basically is, yeah. Speaking of XP farming, let's go again. I feel like talking about My Hero Mark 10 now, because I think that's very cool. So I'll be honest, when the My Hero Mark 10 statement came out, I wasn't surprised. Well, actually, I was surprised, but it was in a different sense. Because I honestly thought My Hero characters were slower. And the reason I always thought they were slower is because they would always struggle to react to sound level stuff or anything that was like Mach 1 or Mach 1 speed feats in My Hero were like a big deal. For example, military jets like stealth bombers, which are notoriously fucking slow. They're meant for camo, not for speed blitzing. And characters in My Hero, despite all of their strengths, right? Like, okay, here's a good example. The intangible nigga is the #1 hero now. And he's not fast enough to do anything about a bullet. Like when a bullet flies towards someone, he can't like flash that shit. He can't just pick up the bullet and redirect it. He can't just flick the bullet out of the way. He can't just beat up the guy, then run back to the bullet, then move the bullet out of the way. He can't just move the girl and then flick the bullet out of the way. He has to get in front of the bullet. That's all he has enough speed for. So I always thought, oh, My Hero is just a very slow verse. Because the guy who's #1 hero right now was struggling against a regular bullet. And all these jets that you see Stars and Stripes use and Deku uses to help cross the ocean, they're all speed of sound. Or like less than speed of sound. I can't remember how slow stealth bombers were, but they're mad fucking slow. So hearing that All Might's top speed is Mach 10 made me go, okay, that's way faster than I thought. But that's infinitely slower than the light speed that everyone has been pretending that My Hero's been at for like a year. Oh yes, and All For One's full name reveal, Zen Shigaraki. I won't lie, I think All For One's name is actually cool. I kind of wish they called him Zen at one point in the show. Zen? That's a hard as fuck name. I think Zen is a really cool name. Unrelated to anything, but I saw a cool as fuck Final War Deku figure. Bro, you should buy that. I'm not gonna lie, as much shit as I talk about My Hero, the designs are fucking great. My Hero's designs are actually... The later designs, I should specify. Because if I say the designs are great, someone's gonna go, oh, you think Start of Series Deku's design is great? No, that's just shit. But I can kind of forgive that one because what that costume was made by his mom. You know, it's made of like love and care. It's not meant to like look hard or aura-farm. It's just supposed to be like, oh, my son's a hero, let me make him something real quick. See, Deku, honestly, should have wisened up. He should have been like Spider. He should have been like Spidey. He should have made his own suit. That would have, honestly, I could potentially see Deku making his own suit looking cool. Because I know his current suit is just whatever the fuck he has on, like Gran Torino's scarf and whatever kicks they gave him, and you know, all that bullshit. One of the One For All predecessors' real name is Bruce Lee. That's actually cool as fuck. Waste the name, to be honest. All For One did not deserve that. Yeah. Zen Shigaraki goes hard. Yeah, I think Zen Shigaraki is a cool name. I low-key wonder why people thought MHA characters were that fast to begin with. The reason why people thought they were that fast is because there's one guy in school with a belly laser. And the belly laser has to be FTL. There's no way. It's a laser, so it has to be faster than light. It was that and... what was it? The belly laser, military jets shoot lasers, and Shigaraki fired radio waves at one point, and the jets dodged the radio waves. Now, instead of being a reasonable person and going, oh, a military jet obviously isn't the speed of fucking light, because that's the only way it will dodge a radio wave. It's just easier to assume, one, the radio wave is much fucking slower than light. Or two, no, there isn't a two. The radio waves are just way slower than light. Here's a good example. In Jujutsu Kaisen, without spoiling too much, there's a guy who does like an attack that's like electromagnetic waves, and I barely see anyone cope that, I can't remember if it was like electromagnetic waves or not, but it was some weird wave thing, right? And I don't see anyone say, that means every single person who is around that speed level is FTL. The most you ever see people wank JJK characters to, or scale them to, is like lightning speed, right? Because there's one notorious lightning spamming character. And people are around his level, people can dodge his attack, people can fight against that guy. You know, so that's the most you ever see people say. But there are some people who will go, oh yeah, Sukuna's like beyond FTL because he dodged like an electromagnetic wave or some shit. You know, but with My Hero, it's like military jets that can dodge the exact same lasers they fired are apparently light speed. Guy with a belly laser is light speed, but All Might is Mach 10. That doesn't make any fucking sense. How is All Might Mach... If All Might is Mach 10, and Deku is 40% of All Might's strength, keep in mind, he doesn't actually unlock 100% the whole series. He caps at 40% and he uses a bunch of other stuff to, like, get him to over 100%. That's why it's called, like, Forks 100%, right? So Deku consistently isn't even on that same speed. At most... What does that mean? Does that mean 120% Deku is Mach 12? No, I'm probably doing the math wrong for that. Since Mach isn't just... times the speed of sound, right? And I'm not even saying Mach 10 is slow. It's just when you compare it to the speed of light, yeah, obviously that's fucking slow. Can this guy vanish off of 2 bars? Because this nigga Nappa kind of trolling right now. My damage kind of crazy right now too, bro. Wait, I have maxed out damage. Of course my damage is crazy. We might just fry this guy's balls into nothing. Let's see. Okay. Successful start. Successful start. Nova Horikoshi said that nobody's as fast as Prime All Might. That too, yeah. So we can't cope that, I mean, I think we're supposed to believe Deku is faster, because it'd be so fucking weird for Deku to have an ability that objectively is supposed to make him stronger than All Might. And then the author goes, no, he isn't. Because that'd be a weird thing to write. Oh, my hero protagonist, Guy Deku. He is the strongest in the series if he masters his ability. Just to later turn around and say, actually, no, he isn't. I think that would be kind of dumb. But I think I've said this before. Horikoshi, I think, has like some of the most inconsistent feats in like recent shonen, which is why people can wank My Hero characters so high, because they just go for the highest tier feat, and then say, yeah, the characters are all at the exact level. I'm gonna get smoked. Wait, no, I'm not. I just by the skin of my teeth. Holy fuck! How the fuck did I win that? Okay. Crap ton of new details and a little mini 5-page chapter of Eri. Yeah. I actually like the mini... Oh, I forgot I got this many points for winning. Okay, with love, fuck the stream. I've got to go find it. Yeah, I actually like the mini manga. I missed a super chat? Fraudulent. Alright. Hiro donated $2 MX to super chat and said $20 MX to super chat. Says, reminds me of Dante. He ain't that fast / strong lol. It depends, because the issue with characters like Dante and Virgil is that it's less of an issue. But Dante and Virgil's universe kind of follows more the Dragon Ball shit, when the characters do their super high OP attack potency stuff. It's not like, oh, you could tell Deku's mountain level because this attack splits a mountain, compared to Dragon Ball, where it's like, or Devil May Cry, where like you have to scale the character to this level because they can beat someone who can take that much damage. What's the best example I can think of? Frieza won't die to a planet's explosion, right? But Goku can beat him to death with his fists. So Goku can obviously destroy planets by punching them. Like, that's just how it works. Frieza can't kill himself with a planet's explosion, but he can blow up a planet with literally one finger in his weakest form. That's how Dragon Ball and Devil May Cry gets most of its scaling. Compared to My Hero, where it's like, no, you watched Deku break a mountain, so that means he's mountain level. Right? Dante can perceive time and movements like Flash whenever he wants, but doesn't. Even Dante recognizes that he's too OP. Yeah, Dante being able to fight a time-stopping horse is kind of fucking crazy. So, funny how Horikoshi asked, is Deku in a chocolate cannon? And his response was, yeah, I love... Bro, I feel so bad for Horikoshi and Gege, because I've been saying for the longest time that I feel like Horikoshi and Gege have way too many, like, new-gen fans. People who straight up don't even, like, know shit about... it's okay if you don't know shit about anime and manga, but, like, just please read the series. Stop reading leaks. Stop reading the DM your friend sent you about the most recent chapter and actually just read the most recent chapter, you know? Yeah, no, MHA power scaling has always been weird, because in my opinion, 100% people, Bakugo and Deku fighting 9 should make 9 the strongest person in the series. Like, not even the strongest antagonist, just straight up the strongest person, right? Because Deku versus Shigaraki at the end of the series is 120%, which means 9 is 80% stronger than that. I'm not saying 9 is the exact same strength as 200%, but he can handle himself against 200% pretty good, you know? I think 9 might be, unless you guys can tell me otherwise, I think 9 might actually be just straight up the strongest character in the series. Because he feels like he's way too tall, but he doesn't even have fucking regen. He doesn't even have regeneration. Remember, I think that's what he's trying to get the whole movie, right? He's trying to get regeneration, and he's super fucking durable. He genuinely can just take a crazy beating, and he does so much damage too. He can react to these guys as well. I think 9 is just really fucking OP. Like, 9 makes no sense how OP is. And then Fleckton has fucking Gojo's ability. It's not exactly Gojo's ability, but you know what I mean. He basically has Gojo's ability. Dark Might has fucking Full Metal Alchemist. Like, the movie villains, I don't know what Horikoshi was doing giving the movie villains such sick quirks. Or making them as OP as that. Oops, sorry Steve, according to statements, Primal Might is still the strongest in the series. Oh shit, my bad bro, you're right. That's such a weird decision. Why with Horikoshi? I don't feel like that's a correct move to make. It's a story about the new generation taking over the old generation. Shigaraki replaces All For One. Deku replaces All Might. You know, Shoto replaces his father. His dad even literally quits. And Shoto ends up being the #2 hero, mirroring his dad's position. Like, I feel like the new gen was supposed to take over, just turn around and go, actually, Primal Might was still the strongest. All right. Sure, I guess. But now that means the fastest speed in the series is Mark 10, and that's kind of... I mean, I don't really care, because it means that I can put, I can comfortably put JJK characters above All Might now. Right? And anyone who fights Sukuna at the end, I can... Well, not anyone, because Maki probably still get victimized. But like any of the super strong final fighters. Horikoshi just likes All Might too much, which is based. No, but here's the thing. All Might's the most popular character. No, hold on. It's probably Bakugo because he wins all the popularity polls and he has shit tons of fangirls. But I think a lot of people who have no opinion of My Hero, like they don't even care, they look at All Might and they go, that design looks cool, the character sounds cool, and when he fights it looks cool. I feel like most people who aren't My Hero fans look at All Might and go, that's the best character. So I think in a sense All Might is one of the most is the most popular character. Because if you're not a fan, you like All Might the most. That's usually how it works. If you are a fan, you probably like Bakugo the most, or Todoroki or some shit, or Deku. But I feel like outside viewers, they watch the You Say Run part. You may have heard these words before, but I'll teach you what they really mean. They'll never watch the rest of the series, and they'll think All Might's the coolest character when they see that. You know what I mean? So I think that got to Horikoshi a lot, and he was like, yeah, I guess I'll make All Might the guy.
Successfully fended off the Saiyan onslaught.
Because it'd be weird,
to spare
you know.
Life.
Mark my words, you'll pay for this, Kakarot. You and all of your friends.
This chip is super hard. Just one chip. The rest are soft. This one chip is like eating a Chaos Emerald. Brandon J, thanks so much for the $10 donation. This chip is... I'm getting dipped by a potato right now. What the fuck? Dante B. Nightmare, who by the way has the ability to destroy the infinite underworld in the DMC universe. Yeah, there you go, see? Okay, I'll try my best not to choke it. I think that chip was actually stronger than me. If I faced that when there was a full potato, I would have lost. Oh my god. See, what's your opinion on Akame ga Kill? I'm gonna disappoint you so bad. Because I think Akame ga Kill is one of the biggest Oh... I think it smells, that's all I'm gonna say. Akame ga Kill is so bad. I think I watched almost all of it with my brain off. I was just like, next episode, click. Okay. Okay, next episode, click.
Krillin, Gohan, and
click. And when I got to the end of the series, when the series ended and the credits rolled, I was like... And I turned to my brother and I was like, that was fucking bad. And he was like, yeah. And we just had, now it's a part of our lives. We just remember, it was a show that literally turned my fucking brain off. I didn't have like an opinion of it the whole time I was watching it. And then when I got to the end, I was like, oh, that's fucking, that was shit. That was bad. I don't like it. I know it's kind of cult-like, well, not cult-like, but it's got like a cult following, you know, it's got like an underground following. But I don't like it. I just don't think it's very good. If I recall, the creator of Dante can't kill Bayonetta, and I listened to them over some swine. Some swine. We're acting like the chip is Sukuna's finger.
They confront the evil Frieza, who is also searching for the Dragon
Damn,
Ball.
the series was too smart. Steve's brain went dumb. So true, so true. You're so right. What was I gonna say? I'm stupid. I already forgot what I was gonna say. I think I was ranting about My Hero, but I completely forgot. Yeah, I thought the new gen was supposed to take over the old gen, and apparently that didn't happen. I'm not saying that it needs to surpass them or anything, but it's kind of disappointing to not hear about Deku's position in comparison to All Might. Especially with the tech suit. There's no way he overpowers All Might with the tech suit. If he was as strong as All Might or as strong as he was before, he would have been number 1. He wouldn't be number 4. Number 4 is in a bad position. I want to say that. I actually really like that Deku, the moment he got the ability to be a hero again, that nigga is top 5. Right away. No time wasted. Like, what, 8 years of not being a hero? And then in a few months, bitch, all of you sit down. Top 5. That's good shit. I like that. I like seeing stuff like that. That boy, the hero spirit in him never died. He just didn't have the superpowers anymore, I guess. You hear about the Xbox price increase for console games and controllers? Yes, I did. And obviously I hate it. I don't like it. And obviously, I guess the fairest thing to do is to blame Nintendo. Because if you want to say Microsoft was going to do this anyways, even Nintendo didn't do that, nobody fucking likes Microsoft. It would have got shitted on so fucking hard. But now people are accepting it because they have to get used to Nintendo doing it. And now Microsoft is taking less of a blow, announcing, hey, we're going to raise the prices, by the way. Because if Microsoft did that in a vacuum with no Nintendo, they would have just got murdered. 100%. Nobody likes Microsoft. There are some people who still like PlayStation. As much as I hate PlayStation, at least they make a game that you can say was fun. God of War, Spider-Man, Last of Us 1. Specifically the first one. Xbox, what do you... Oh, Xbox. They made Halo. They fucked that shit up. What else did they make? Don't get me wrong, I love Game Pass. Game Pass is sweet. Sometimes when I'm bored as fuck and I have free time, I just be looking at Game Pass going, damn, which game do I want to play for free that I don't own? I think that's fun. You know, I think that's cool. But all of their other decisions, more on tech. More on tech.
Look, I'm already getting a signal, so they really do exist.
Yeah, PlayStation has exclusive clouds. PlayStation games, Steve, the PlayStation games in the room with you now. I see what you did there, yeah. The outfit Bulma wears on Namek wasn't my favorite. I mean, to be fair, it's just like a... She's very irrelevant in that arc, so that's probably why.
A lot of strong power levels.
Does Xbox have The Last of Us 2 yet? No. I'm pretty sure PC's gonna get it soon, though.
It's probably just the Namekians. I mean, Kami and Piccolo were strong too.
I have no idea what the increases are supposed to do. No one is buying Xbox, and I'll sell even less now. Most likely, yeah, you're probably correct. Microsoft could have taken the opportunity to lower prices and look better than Nintendo and Sony, but they fucked up. They did. You already got it. I'm 5 hours in. Yeah, but Microsoft is just dumb, so... Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, I can't even remember. No, I guess all I could say about My Hero is that, oh, someone did ask earlier that no. So the JJK statement isn't Mark 5, it's Mark 3, but I need to always specify it's restricted to one single character. It's one single character, and he's not even like an end tier final boss character. But because it's one of the only speed scales you get, where they straight up say how fast the guy's moving, everyone just goes, oh, that means Gojo and Sukuna are Mark 3. Saying Gojo and Sukuna are at the same speed as Naruto is drugs. It's actually a drugs take. You have to be on drugs. What's the best way I explain this? Naoya moves at Mark 3 or something to catch like a character of God, and even when he hits the character, he makes like a jest. Not a jest, but he makes a comment about, oh, that's all it took to like fuck you up. I was expecting better. I was expecting more. Which means he can move faster than Mark 3. And he does, because the fight keeps going on after that. You obviously don't get told how much faster he's moving, because fuck it, you already got your Mark statement, I'm going home, right? The same way Horikoshi said, the fastest character in My Hero is Mark 10, and then he left, and he'll probably never update that statement ever again, because he's gonna go work on other stuff now. You know what I mean? I should still have the radar? Yeah, no, I should. I just, I kind of impulsively went to the Namekian village. But yeah, no, Naoya, I wouldn't even say Naoya's Mark 3, because he says the comment like it's an insult. Like, oh, that's all it took to fuck you up, a Mark 3 attack. He can obviously go faster, especially when he realizes his true self. I'm not going to say what that is. If you know, you know. When because he has like another form after that, you know? He can get faster. He can get faster. The person he's fighting at the time is also faster than him, or is just really good at reacting to stuff, because I can't remember which of the two. It was either that they were faster than him, or they were so good at reacting to him that it didn't matter if they were slower. And then obviously, basically all the main characters in the final arc are obviously going to be faster than that. And then Gojo and Sukuna are way faster than the rest of the cast by a long shot. And then also if you take into account that somebody landed a lot of black flashes towards the end of the series, and got really, really strong, they'd also be faster than that by a long shot too. I love how we scamming. Are we scamming? Scamming or scaling? Scaling, scamming. You know, what's the definition of scaling, scamming? It'd be like saying a character's this strong and then they just never show it. Boom, boom, boom. Can't believe All Might gets blistered by a dog gone. Wait, is this Kid Gohan's last arc? Where's the damn 7th Dragon Ball? What was that? Oh, the battle point. Bro, I don't care. Okay, I can't look at the chat while I'm doing this, and I hate that, because I really like reading you guys' messages. Also, the amount of air conditioning in this room has definitely, like, froze the fuck out of my food, but that's fine, I can just reheat it later. Gohan Beast, the definition of scaling scamming. You might be right about that, because Gohan Beast went from the strongest Dragon Ball character to, oh, he's just the same level as UI Goku and Orange Piccolo and Ego Vegeta and Broly. And I think that's extremely stupid writing. I think that's dumb as hell. Because if you make all the characters the same strength, that means Broly is the fucking weakest by far. Because the only thing that keeps Broly out of Fraud Watch is that his strength is way higher than everyone else's. Broly has less skill, he has less technique application, he has less ability, he doesn't have Kaioken, instant transmission, Ultra Ego damage stacking, Gohan's broken fucking potential, Piccolo's regeneration. Broly is a pinnacle tier fraud if you make all the Dragon Ball characters the same strength. It's so stupid. I hate it. I love how we get scaling in dialogue, and that's how we get. Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's how we get how fast some things are. They don't know what to do with Broly. I think they don't know what to do with Broly. Yeah. Can't believe they actually made all of them equal strength, but Frieza and Beerus are still above them. Exactly, bro. What the fuck? I want to point out that probably means Jiren is also above them still, because why would Vegeta still be freaking out about Jiren's strength? I'm not saying Jiren is Black Frieza level, right? Why would Vegeta in the DBS manga? Why would he still be thinking about Jiren's strength after getting one shot by Black Frieza? It's just, I don't know. They just don't know what to do with Dragon Ball, right? That's probably, I don't want to be rude, but that's probably why they made Daima, because it's like, okay, just make a fun story about something else, because Super is a fucking impossible story to follow up. Dragon Ball scaling was broken by Resurrection F. Pretty fair. Black Frieza was pure trash and nobody could convince me otherwise. Vegeta got PTSD from Jiren. You forgot how Beerus gets upscaled and glazed all over the time? Like, bro, how... Yeah, Beerus's glaze is unreal. Goku was tired when he got one-shot by Black Frieza, and Jiren is equal to tired Goku, right? No, I'm pretty sure Goku and Vegeta get a full restore from the Namekian before Frieza one-shots them, right? I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure they got a restore from the one Namek guy in that arc before that happened. I might be wrong, because again, I don't... DBS manga, I will be honest, I like it so little, I definitely misremember it a lot. So, someone's gonna have to let me know if I'm telling the truth on that. Beerus versus Prime All Might. Who wins? Remember, Prime All Might is the strongest. So true. You're right. Prime All Might is the strongest in the verse. So that means if Beerus is in his verse, Beerus loses. No, but that's the thing. Beerus will just get glazed. Horikoshi will just glaze Beerus. Toriyama will break into the editorial, and he'll just write, "No, Beerus stronger." To be honest, I don't know if it's Toriyama writing that or if it's Toei. I feel like, I'm gonna be honest, as much as I like to give Toyotaro shit for the DBS manga, I don't think that's his idea either. That has to be like Toei, right? Because Toei are the ones who would care for marketing hype. And the only reason to keep Beerus strong is for marketing hype. Because other than that, he's actually just a bum. You know? Toriyama wouldn't say that. Because he had Goku surpass Roshi. He had Goku surpass King Kai. He had Goku surpass Supreme Kai. He has Goku surpass all of his mentors. So I feel like that's a Toei's decision, right? Like, Toei has to be the one that's like, oh, we need Beerus's marketing hype as the strongest guy ever. So we're going to just keep saying he's strongest. Because that doesn't feel like Toriyama or Toyotaro did that. And you guys know I love to dookie on the DBS manga and on DBS. And I'm not giving shit to either Toriyama or Toyotaro. Oh, Steve, did you see that Frankie's... Oh, yeah, the Frankie voice actor. Yeah, no, I heard that he retired. One of my friends is really into One Piece, and he keeps me up to date on it. Because I don't actually watch it or read it, so I get all my clip notes from him. He retired because there's something wrong with like his throat or his voice, right? Because he does the, I don't know if it's because he does the Frankie voice a lot or if it's because of something else. At least Goten and Trunks got to grow up a bit instead of staying basically the same size. Yeah, at least finally. But Steve, if Goku surpasses Beerus, then what else is there for Goku to surpass? I don't know, fucking Whis or Grand Supreme Kai or Zeno or some shit. The worst part of Beerus glazing is that none of it is rubbed off on Shin. I get that Shin doesn't have to be strong, but why the fuck is the Kai tied to the strongest god so damn weak? Yeah. Remember when Super Saiyan God was close to Beerus? Simple days, yeah. Thomas goes to make sure Beerus is still the strongest. Why is Zamasu stronger than Shin? Fuck you. All Zamasu does is take orders from Goasu, meanwhile Shin is actively fighting Majin Buu, and he's apparently weak as fuck. All Zamasu has to worry about is bringing Goasu T, and this nigga's OP as fuck. This guy can fight Super Saiyan 2 Goku Black Arc Goku. And that's when he's relaxed, right? You know when he's like chilled, he's only doing it for training. Oh, we just want to see how strong you are compared to Goku. He can fight Super Saiyan 2 Goku Black Arc Goku, who was more than universal, right? And then Supreme Kai, who fights Majin Buu. Bro, Majin Buu and him were on a turf war. That was Bloods and Crips, right? They were having real gang wars with Majin Buu. They had to use guerrilla tactics on that guy, and he's weaker than Deborah. Like, bruh, that's some vile work. Get my man a promotion. Give him a buff. Goasu's T was on another level to give him passive XP. So true. I'm gonna miss the OG Frankie. He was super. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I know it's an interview. Akira did say Goku and Vegeta will never surpass Beerus. That's tragic. That's tragic. To be fair, the original... Oh, we're talking about RWBY now? RWBY is such a tragic state of affairs, because I think I've said this on stream before. I genuinely think RWBY would still get glazed to no end if the animation was just good. RWBY can have the exact same bad story and only focus on making Yang and Blake gay for like 5 fucking seasons. Good lord. How many seasons of that? But if the animation was still peak, because I'm going to be honest, I think Monty's animation holds up with how good animators are today with new modern technology. I think Monty's animation is actually just cracked. If the animation was still god tier, people would glaze RWBY like non-stop. You would never hear the end of it. But because it isn't, and the story sucks, RWBY just fell under the wayside. You know, all you have to do is look at Monty's Red vs. Blue animations. Those are fucking absurd, man. If you ever get bored, go on YouTube and search Red vs. Blue. Only if you like care for Halo, because I know if you see the Halo Spartan models, I know you're gonna go, I hate Halo, and you're not gonna watch it. But anytime you have free time or you're bored, go on YouTube, search Red vs. Blue animations or Red vs. Blue animation. That nigga was cooking up some insane shit. Choreography, fire, multiple characters on screen at the same time fighting, and it's not like a mess. You know, people always complain, oh, why do they fight one-on-one at a time? Monty never did that shit, bro. The characters would rush niggas down. They would rush niggas down, and the nigga would be on guard fighting back. And by the nigga, I mean Tex. So it's not a nigga, it's a milady. But you know what I mean. The Red vs. Blue was just crazy. Red vs. Blue storyboards had Monty fight scene here for fights. Yeah. I feel like RWBY's story got bland and out of nowhere after season 2. Definitely. I'm gonna be honest. I like season 3's story, and I like maybe season 7. I might be giving it too much credit. I won't lie. But I think I remember liking season 7 a decent amount when it came out. And I'm kind of 50-50 on season 8. I don't know how to feel about that. Great news! I just heard from my dad. Who cares? Steve, me and my friends have been watching RWBY for the first time for the last month. Volume 1 to 3 were nice. 4 was promising. 5 was so disappointing and worse. Nerfs. 6 to 8, not a single good fight. Yeah. I know no matter what, people stop defending RWBY when they get to Volume 5. Volume 5 of RWBY, and I'm being serious, if you guys ever want to, also check this out. I wouldn't recommend watching RWBY, but I guarantee you when you get to Volume 5, you'll dislike it. I feel like the only real way to see RWBY is, yeah, the animation's good. It got a little bit worse as it went on, but I'm still enjoying the series. And then the second you hit season 5, you're like, fuck this bullshit. I feel like that's everyone's take when they get to RWBY season 5. That shit sucks. That shit is just stinky. Can we clown the RWBY and DC crossover? Oh boy, where do I begin? So, the RWBY and DC crossover is really bad. Let me start from a business standpoint. From a business standpoint, why the fuck is Superman collabing with anime girl with a scythe? Right? Why is that happening? Why is Superman going to weird anime world where he's like turned into an anime boy, and Batman gets turned into an anime boy, and Wonder Woman's a anime girl? I'm saying this, and you guys think, oh, that sounds fire. You think it sounds fire? The sound of an actual fire burning your fucking body would be better than the sound of this. I promise you. From a business standpoint, it's a really fucking difficult to collab to make because DC characters and RWBY characters have so many different tiers of like power. Second of all, you have to introduce DC fans to what RWBY is, and you have to introduce RWBY fans to any DC things they may have missed out on. So way too much of the story is taken up by that. Furthermore, you have to somehow make an interesting scenario for these two different verses to collab in, which is fucking really hard. Really, really damn hard, especially with how wonky RWBY's story is and how DC Comics is a comic book. They can take Superman from issue 87 and Superman from the story that Steven Spielberg wrote and the one time that Akira Toriyama wrote Superman. You know, there's just a billion different comic writers. You have to explain all that shit, man. So I have no idea. I think from a business standpoint, it was just a dumb idea, period. It was just stupid as hell. And the fact that they did a part 2 was brave as fuck. Because what are you talking about? We're going to put the Grim in the DC universe, and for some reason, DC characters can't beat the Grim. Superman can't beat the Grim? Okay, I'm not going to lie, Grim upscale. Grim could beat up Goku. But what the fuck? Superman can't beat up the Grim? Oh, then you need the RWBY characters to do it. If you guys were around during early RWBY, you might remember that a lot of people were critiquing RWBY for the Grim being the most non-threatening enemy force in human history. The Grim was supposed to be like the Titans from Attack on Titan, but they were so fraudulent. It was unreal. The Grim suck. They suck. Any enemy faction you can think of right now is better than the Grim. The Grim suck cock. They're trash. Frieza Force, greater. Take Frieza out the Frieza Force. Take Frieza and the Ginyus and Zarbon and the Doria and fucking Kui out the Frieza Force, and they're still more threatening than the Grim. Take any fucking any villain faction, any villain group, any villain enemy type is better than the Grim. The Grim suck. Just for the collab to go, Superman who can move around the world in 0.2 seconds and can fucking destroy fucking star systems with a glance can't beat the Grim. Batman with his infinite intellect and his prep time and his Tibetan monk training. By the way, Tibetan monk training Batman greater than Batman with prep time. We finally found the Batman that's stronger than Batman with prep time. Batman can't do shit against the Grim either. I don't even get it, bro. Put Super 17 and RWBY. Super 17 going extreme diff with the Grim. They're both apparently indefeatable. No one can beat them. Grims were such bums, man. I feel like I could beat them myself. Bro, the Grim was so sorry. You guys remember season 2 where the girl just walks up to one and just kicks it in the balls and it's actually just fucking dead? Grim will just fodder to make cool fight scenes. Exactly! They're just supposed to be fodder for cool fight scenes. And then they get turned into some OP threat in the DC collab. Like, okay, bro, stop pretending. The Grim was so trash, even in volume 8 and 7, they get off screen. Do you guys remember every time in volume 7 when the Grim attack Atlas, instead of showing the fight, they just cut to the fight being fucking over? That shit was funny as hell. Oh shit, the Grim are actually gonna attack innocent civilians. What's gonna happen? Oh, I guess I have to watch the next episode. Oh, the next episode came out. You click the next episode and the characters are cleaning up the streets, talking about the fight. Nigga, I know they suck, but can I see the fight? Did you not want to animate a fight scene? If that's the case, why make a fight happen? Man, they just... Look, I know a lot of people are glad that Rooster Teeth is dead. I'll be honest, I'm not. In a sense, Rooster Teeth was kind of a big part, not a big part, but it was a sizable chunk of my childhood when I was younger. So it's really sad to see it fall to like nothingness and then actually get deleted from existence. is a little bit sad to me. But at the same time, they were making shit in that studio. They were cooking up diarrhea in the crock pot. So I can't be mad that it's gone. I'm just upset. I'm just upset. Now we have to find something to replace. Oh, okay. Wait, we can fit on 2 Masenkos. Wait, what is this? Oh. Okay. Okay. Grim Floating Whale was neat. Oh, the Grim Floating Whale was pretty cool, yeah. I mean, it was just an enemy spawner, but it was still cool. Phoenix Wright versus Grim. Phoenix Wright beats the Grim. Look, Phoenix Wright can canonically beat Virgil if you play Marvel vs. Capcom 3, so the Grim don't stand a fucking chance. Actually, wait, no, hold on. Maybe the Grim is stronger than Virgil. Who knows? Who knows, right? Man, I don't even... I want to say I don't hate RWBY, but in reality, I think I do. Why is the sky blue? They just got lazy. What the fuck? Literally take the screen and pan the camera up, and you would have had the green sky. Why did they get so... You know, Budokai 3, honestly, the game was kind of washed. 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. Not enough content. Not enough content. They put this custom battle mode shit in the game, and they thought people would play it for ages. Actually laughable. Do better. I hope they do better with Budokai 4. I hope they do better with Budokai 4, because this is embarrassing. Blue sky on Namek? No, that's going too far. Fuck off. I know you're here somewhere. Show yourself or I'll destroy this entire area. Nigga, if you boom the stage, Frieza booms you. Do it. Do it, pussy. Take that risk. See what happens to you. What the fuck? This guy's an idiot. You can't threaten me. I know you're hiding. You're on Ops Turf and you think you can make noises? You're silly. That'd be like hiding in my enemy's closet. Going, I'll beat you up, I swear. Steve, who's the best RWBY girl? I don't even think there is. Let me be honest. Let me think. Okay, this is gonna be a very biased opinion. Steve hit the final stage of grief for RWBY acceptance. Such a character arc. It really is. The stream has been rant, so it has been a rant. It has. Look, I'm gonna be honest. Z2 isn't that hard anymore. Now I'm so used to the cock and ball torture, and I actually level up my characters now as well. That Z2 isn't just cock and ball torture anymore.
So I'm in a good mood.
Best girl in RWBY. I think the best girl in RWBY, and this is very biased. I think it's DC collab Yang. And you guys are gonna be like, that's oddly specific. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna ask you. Go on Google and search RWBY Yang DC. And then when you see the design, that's all I need to say. Oh wait, no, hold on. Good Witch. Never mind. No, fuck Yang. Good Witch. Why is Good Witch not in RWBY anymore? Was it? I know RWBY has like a lot of complications with like voice actors and a bunch of other bullshit because you know Rooster Teeth sucks. Was there a reason Good Witch wasn't in the later seasons? I know she cameos in Volume 8, but the last time you see her was like Volume 2, maybe 3. I don't even remember her in Volume 3. I actually don't remember her in Volume 3. She just left. Oh. Because I was going to say, I could have sworn that they lost a voice actor or something, or she didn't fuck with them anymore or some bullshit. Because I have no idea why Good Witch wasn't in the series anymore. Problems with her voice actor? I see. Yang stole Power Girl's whole flow. She also stole her fucking breast too, apparently. The animators can animate her without gooning? Fair enough. But good, not plagiarized music. Ah yes, the totally unplagiarized peak music. I absolutely loved Yang until she lost armor and started the Bumblebee arc. Yeah, okay, I want to be honest. Look, this isn't a we hate lesbians type of thing. This is just Yang's character becomes significantly worse when it's based all around a single other person, and the person is not her fucking sister. Yang has a sister in the series that she doesn't give an ounce of a drop of a fly's fucking fecal matter about because she's too busy trying to get that cat girl Ursi. And look, I'm gonna be real. I don't blame her. But at the same time, you're a character in a TV show. You have to be more of it. You can't just be representation. You have to be entertaining. Not every single person watching a show is a lesbian. All right, that's the facts. Every character has to be entertaining. Doesn't matter what they're supposed to represent. Doesn't matter who they are. Every character, to some degree, has to play their part. Otherwise, the play isn't as good. Have you ever watched a play and you're like, I feel like the actor for Dumbledore was kind of dog shit. And it distracts you every time that nigga shows up on screen. Oh, the smog effect is really nice. I like how they took the giant paper thing out for the dragon. And then Dumbledore goes, you, and you're like, oh, it's the Dumbledore guy. I know he's drunk again. There's no way. That's how I feel when I see a dog shit character and the character is still dog shit. Bumblebee sucks. It made Yang neglect Ruby's oppression and suicidal thoughts in Volume 9. Legit. Bro, Yang's character fucking died for Blake and a shitty character. Yeah, I don't like that. This isn't even about like a, oh, you just hate women. Because everyone loves Weiss. Weiss, bro. Okay, look, I know Weiss used to be racist, so maybe people like her for the wrong reason. But everybody loves Weiss. Okay? People like Weiss. I think Weiss is the character that might get the least hate in RWBY. Now at least. I think she's the character that gets the least hate. So it's not that people hate women, and it's not that people hate lesbians. It's just that Blake and Yang just suck. Are we talking about RWBY hate? Sign me up. We are talking about RWBY hate in a Dragon Ball Z stream. Let's go. Rooster definitely sold a lot of its series writing after Monty. Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I don't want to say Monty was the driving force that kept the series together or anything, but it was his series. I feel like no matter how you slice it, his ideas would have been better than whatever the fuck we have now. And let's be real, I don't think Monty was like a god tier writer or anything, because he still had a lot of say in Volume 1 and 2, and he just let like 2 other bumbling fucks write it. Bro, I'm not even gonna lie, Haloid has a better plot and a better lesbian romance than RWBY, and it's literally just between Master Chief and Samus. It has a better lesbian romance, and it's a Master Chief femme gender bent OC and Samus. How the fuck did he do it? How did he do it? Did MHA do the racism plot better than RWBY? RWBY kind of drops the racism plot because, and I remember the show writers said something really stupid. They were like, oh, we're white. We don't know how to write a racism plot. Nigga, are you brainless? Open a history book. Who the fuck cares what your skin color is? Nigga, open a history book. You can write. How can, easiest story to write. We're different, so people hate us. We don't like those people because they come from a different place and their beliefs are different, and therefore we have biases. There you go. Easy. Oh, we're too white. We don't think we can handle this cultural topic. Nigga, please. Just go to a fucking school. Open some history books. Have a nice read and go, oh my god, they did all of this to these people just because their skin was different? Wow. That gives me an idea for my story. No. Apparently they just can't do it. Bro, this is what I mean. The RWBY writers are so bad, they'll straight up just go, we don't know how to write a plot with people being oppressed. The easiest fucking thing I think you could write. Bro, okay, you know what? No, don't even open the history book. You know what? I'll do something better. Watch the original Broly movie. Watch the original Broly movie. There's literally people being downtrodden because a stronger group is taking over them. A stronger group is on top of them. There's real oppression in that shit. And you get a raw-ass film as well. Right, maybe you don't care about Kunta Kinte's Law or Toby, you know, whichever version you prefer. But Z Broly, that has slavery in it. Go fucking watch that. You know? I don't know. I feel like if Monty was, I think everyone has this opinion of her. I feel like if Monty was still alive, RWBY then would have been in a better place. Because even if the writers kept the exact same bullshit energy with the writing, the fight scenes would have still kept people entertained. You know? Oh my god, this part was so bad. Why did the characters do this? Oh, this character's gay now. This is dumb. I'm turning this bullshit off. And as you turn around, 10 out of 10 fight scene catches the glimpse of your eye, and you're like, oh wait, shit, hold up, wait. Oh, the sound design. Oh, let's go. Oh, fuck, that was good. Oh, they're doing bullshit dialogue again. I'm leaving. Oh, another fight scene. Oh, bro, if Monty was still on this shit, the writing could have stayed bad, and people would have loved it because his fight scenes were that good. It was actually that good. Do you believe that Adam's character was ruined? I'm going to be honest, I don't think Adam's character was ever good. Because they probably had so many ideas of Adam's character that we never actually get to see what he was supposed to be like. I feel like Adam's character was never good. I've never seen RWBY. Is it a good show? No. I know a lot of people will tell you Volume 1 and 2 are good. Here's my take. Volume 1 of RWBY is not the best. Volume 2 is actually bad. Volume 3 is also not good. And then everything else is somehow worse. Everything after that is somehow worse. I think the writing for RWBY has always been kind of shit. But the character moments were definitely better in the first 3 volumes. And the fights were really good in the first 2 volumes. The fights were super fucking good in the first 2 volumes. Wait, where are the voices? Didn't you hear about the SAG-AFTRA strike? They all quit. They all quit. This Natlan region has no fucking voice acting. Look. That's crazy. I can't believe it. And guess what, guys? I can't skip these cutscenes either. So now I have unskippable cutscenes. I have unskippable cutscenes that aren't voice acted. Can you? I'm just kidding. You can skip BUDOKAI free cutscenes. Only Genshin would be that shit. Only Genshin would be that shit. Only Genshin would be that shit. Not every cutscene in this game is voice acted. I should say that. Not every cutscene in this game is voice acted. They show up so you can rant. So true, so true. The show survived only on fights and vibes. It really did. I'm going to be honest. RWBY as a character is kind of like bland or flat. But RWBY is one of my favorite character archetypes where she's just the optimistic protagonist like Goku, right? I really liked like OG RWBY back in the day. I feel like in volume 4 and later on, she's just a depressed idiot for the rest of the show. But in volume 1 and 2, she was actually like a Genki girl. She would get excited really easy. She was silly. She was fun. I would put her in the same archetype as Goku, where she was an objectively good person and she was really goofy and silly and was just nice. She helped people in need. She was super strong, despite her age. All that stuff. I think RWBY had the makings of like a really good protagonist if they just kept up her optimistic hero path. But they just make her like a sad girl, like really quickly, and it's so shit. I think because everyone else, no one in RWBY is fucking happy. I swear to God, RWBY might be the only show where no one is fucking happy. The moment volume 3 hits, Yang gets accused of breaking a guy's leg, then she gets her arm cut off, and then she gets depressed because her not yet gay lover leaves her, and then she spends all of her time trying to chase down Cattail. Blake is a coward, and she tries to run away from her problems all the time. Weiss is racist, and her dad doesn't like her, or he just uses her, and she hates living at home. No one is fucking happy. Nobody is happy in RWBY. So instead of making RWBY the one happy character, they were like, nope.
I can play with you for a while.
She kind of bad though. I'm bad though. Okay, I see you. She got the Yuki Judai treatment. I think so, yeah. RWBY is so poorly written and the characters get increasingly depressing. Yeah, that's why I hate. No one is happy in RWBY. I know people like to say, oh, Nora still has all the energy. Nigga, no. The moment you hit volume 4, Nora starts going, oh, me and Ren should kiss more often, and I'm sad because grim backstory, and Ren also isn't like, oh, this. I feel like RWBY just sucks. All right, how many times can I say RWBY sucks before I get bored? Oh, I can transform actually at the start. Hey, guess who's eating a super attack for free? Oh shit, never mind. You got it. Say Gohan. Wait, does his hair change? Oh, his hair does change. Oh no, I'm tripping. Does his hair model slightly change, or is it just a? No, I think it's just the lighting. It's just the lighting. Like he gets the shiny hair from being a transformed character. Okay, I thought they gave him a different hair model. Okay. Okay. This Raccoon guy does not fucking play. I think another thing that doesn't help is I'm small as hell, dude. It's hard as fuck to hit this guy. Okay. The VAs are on strike for AI protection, but the thing is the strike has literally nothing but the Genshin and they're harassing any user who has involved the strike. It's done. Yeah, I hate the Genshin strike. Like, I know I'm not even like a big Genshin fan or anything, and it's really cool to hate on Genshin, especially now that Wuthering Waves exists. But the Genshin strike actually fucking blows dick. Oh, Raccoon, you might be taking some devious, demonic shots there. Oh. Okay. Oh, he's not going to press square a third time. There's no way he does. All right, get ready. Told you. Light work, no reaction. Light work, no reaction. Oh, now he's... Yeah, it's changed. He's got this instead now. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, he's dead. Yeah. No way. No way he takes that. When is the Revenge of the Sith PS2 playthrough? That game is That game is actually fire. That's a good question. Steve, Steve, I do more than just suck? Okay, Ruby. All right. Okay. All right, Ruby. Oh my god. That's actually tragic. RWBY characters lost their government-mandated antidepressants by Season 5, Steve. That's why everyone is sad. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I forgot they're hunters. They probably do get government-mandated depression, like antidepressants. That way they don't lose their mind on the job. Yeah. Paimon's BA might be deranged. Might she 100% is deranged. Here's the issue. I actually like her as Paimon. I know a lot of people go, Paimon sounds annoying, Paimon is Paimon. I think she does her job sounding like a small floating baby midget. Like a cute character. I think she does a good job at her job. I think she's just a horrible person and she should lose her job. That's all. You know? I think she actually does a good job at her job. I know I'm in the minority because I know a lot of people just hate Paimon outright. But I think she actually does a good job and I still think she should lose it. Because she's just unhelpful. You know? YouTube refuses to notify me about these. Unfortunate. Put the rest in health? Sure. Loki, RWBY probably would have been a lot more interesting if John had died instead of Pyrrha. That's true. Yes, that's objectively true. Wuthering Waves, my beloved, would never. Yeah, I mean, I don't think... A lot of the voice actors in Wuthering Waves seem to have, like, very few roles, right? I remember when I tried to check up one of them. They have, like... They're kind of, like, niche or new voice actors, in a sense. So... I don't know if that means anything, but they're just starting off their careers. They probably don't want to cause any drama. For a while, I'm going to say the Wuthering Waves voice actors are probably in a good... Are probably good to place your faith into, because it seems like for the English cast, they are very new voice actors. They don't have an ego, they don't have years of clout, and they're never in a popular game, so they're probably not going to want to fuck that up for themselves. You know? Paimon would be less hated if the main character actually talked on his own. That's true. That's true. A good example is the Abby in Wuthering Waves. I don't know anyone who actually hates Abby in Wuthering Waves, because the MC speaks way the fuck more than Abby. So, and I don't know if it's the same for Honkai Star Rail as well. I know Honkai Star Rail has like some small creature thing. It'd be like, imagine if in Zenless Zone Zero, Bell and Wise didn't fucking speak and it was just a bang boo. It was just a fucking bang boo going for 8 hours and you couldn't skip it. That's why people hate Paimon. Unlike Paimon, Abby saves your ass a lot. Yeah, Abby actually does help. Have you watched Fix It RWBY before? I don't believe you. What is that? I have to check that now. That sounds like a thing. Fix It RWBY. Fixing RWBY. Oh, 2 hours. I don't know if I have the soul for that. Maybe when I'm editing or next time I play Genshin Story Mode and I need something to watch while I'm skipping, I'll watch that. But for now, I think I'll leave it. Honkai Star Rail doesn't have the small floating creature till the most recent world. Before that, the MC has a decent amount of their own talking. Hey, that's cool. If you like Abby, you're an op. I think the silent MC shouldn't have someone talk for them if they're canonically speaking to people. Either have the character talk or have no lines at all. Do what Oblivion did. Ah, I see, okay. Are you going to stand up or actually going to fight? Me? Alright, damn. Alright, I'm schmoovin'. I'm schmoovin'. I'm sorry. Let's try and beat Namek. We've had a lot of ranting. Let's try and beat Namek. I rate that, honestly. The combat is a real spectacle to watch and the cutscenes go hard when big stuff is happening. Yeah. It looks like Dad won. We're just going to skip it. Goku just murdered the guy off screen. I guess there's nothing else to check out for. We just continue the story, right? Because we already have all the Dragon Balls. Which Abby are we talking about? Wuthering Waves Abby. Are we gonna skip straight to second form Frieza? Yamcha only has 3 fights.
My dreams of immortality ruined. All thanks to you.
I thought you meant The Last of Us 2, Abby.
You're the first
Never. I don't have a positive thing to say about Last of Us 2, Abby. Other than her physique. Her physique is commendable.
And you will be the last. You are going to pay dearly for what you've done.
Yes,
No Ginyu
but
as
you
Goku
know
fight?
that
Apparently,
we can
we're not
win.
doing that. Having a game like WoW actually respect my time and let me skip cutscenes is a blessing. I've caught up to the current story in a few days of playing, and I'm having so much fun. Hey, that's good to hear. With that long pause, I was expecting you to lean into the mic and whisper sweet nothings to us. I mean, I like doing that, but I feel like it has to play into like a joke or like a line delivery. Steve, since you played Star Wars Force Unleashed 1 and 2, now we need Prototype 1 and 2 for your next Power Fantasy. Ooh, Prototype is gory as hell, but I don't think it shouldn't be an issue for YouTube. We can play Prototype. Even more so, I'm just going around catching echoes like Pokemon. That's one thing I like about Wuthering Waves. Echoes aren't like artifacts in Genshin or disk drives, where there's a limited amount of resources where, for how many you can get. Or Genshin, where you need fucking energy to get artifacts, and you need a lot of energy to get a lot of shit that isn't what you need. In Wuthering Waves, if you want artifacts, which are basically echoes, you just go and beat them up, and then you collect them. And some of them are infinitely farmable, and they don't cost any energy, and they don't even take long. So I feel like it lets you build characters, I feel like effectively, without having to like gacha like 6 copies of the character or some bullshit. You know? Oh, here's a good example. In Zenless Zone, Anbi's my favorite character. I've already said this. Whoa, he's in third form. Okay, we're fucked.
So sorry to keep you waiting.
Echoes are the most genius way to do equipment I've seen, and they're cool to use. Yeah, exactly. They're super cool to use as well, yeah. Would you be open to doing a rematch of Zerax and Xenoverse 2? Sure, but I'm very sure both me and him don't want to play Xenoverse 2 again. If we can help it, then we don't want to play Xenoverse 2 again. Why does Frieza transform into, like, his head? Hey, who knows, man? What, Echoes? Okay, Echoes are the... Tacit Discord is the actual name of the enemy type. Echoes are what remains of when you kill a certain enemy type in Wuthering Waves. And when they become an Echo, you basically Sung Jin Woo them. You take them for your own. So you can summon them into battle as, like, a special skill, right? But only your main Echo gets summoned into battle as a special skill. The other Echoes are all used to boost your stats and the main Echo stats. So your first artifact is the only artifact that's actually your skill. And the other 5, or the other 4, I think, are just to boost your stats. If you want, you can swap out one of the ones for the one on the top and just keep changing your main Echo, right? You can change it infinitely. A good example is if you kill a guy who's made up like stone and he becomes your main Echo, you turn into like a golem and you charge forward and you like punch the enemy. If you kill a fucking space-altering dragon and use it as your main Echo, it spins around doing fucking time and manipulation shit and firing fucking blasts everywhere. Or you can just put him on standby and he supports your skills and your stats and your main Echo. And I think that's really fucking cool. I think that's super cool. It makes it so that anytime there's a new enemy in the game, you get a new move basically. And I think that's really, really fucking nice. Anytime there's a new enemy added to the game, that's a new skill. And that's just really cool. It's like summoning personas. In a sense, I guess, sure. I'm not really a big Persona guy. I'm just going to have to agree because I know Personas have like multiple different variants as well. So, the Motorcycle Echo is cool as fuck, yeah. He's cool as fuck. He's, what's his name? Inferno Rider? He's cool as hell. He doesn't recover automatically. Oh, that's good because the AI doesn't... I was punching him and it didn't register. Okay. Oh, he's so big, he's so big. Bro, he's so big. If I vanish behind him, I can't combo him. Is this Gohan's final fight? This is Gohan's final fight. No auto key recovery. That actually kind of sucks for me because 1K? Hello? Okay. Alright. Alright, Frieza. Let's charge. Yes! That's what I was looking for. Good. Hot take, if Vegeta and Piccolo teamed up, they would have killed First One Frieza. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. That's not, I don't think that's hot. I think that's just true. That's the truth nuke you just dropped. Dude! Actually, no auto key recovery is peak because it means that while I'm comboing him, he doesn't get shit back. Oh, that's... No wonder the fight was so fucking easy. He can't even use any of his key stats because he's not getting any key back. So the guy who has no key is stronger than him. Bigger hot take. Krillin could have used Solar Flare plus destructed this. Yeah. That's also true. Boom, 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 boom. What's your favorite Echo Steed? Mine is Jouet. I think Jouet is a lot of people's favorite because fucking time-altering dragon, bro. What is my favorite? My favorite is either Lorelei, the mermaid fish woman. I don't have to explain why. It's either Lorelei or the one like Captain Knight with the broken greatsword. I think those two are my favorite. The Captain Knight with the broken greatsword looks really cool, and I think Lorelei's ability is really nice, and Lorelei also looks very nice. I kind of want to even my stats. And imagine how much work it would be to get Frieza's head inside of a car. Oh my god. Should I play Wuwa? Yes. I would recommend it. I normally really don't recommend playing gacha games. I never say go play Dokkan, play Legends, play Genshin. I don't think I even recommend ZZZ that much, and I think Zenless Zone is still my favorite. But I think Wuthering Waves is just actually fun. I feel like it's really easy to get into. In my opinion, the first parts of the story, like any story, are kind of slow. You're not really captivated because you don't know these characters or these people or the world yet. So if you're playing the game and the beginning feels like it's really slow and weak, I'm sorry, but yes, it is kind of slow and weak. But I think, when did Wuthering Waves get interesting for me story-wise?
This little brat shouldn't be capable of such a high.
I think when Scar showed up, right? I think when Scar showed up, that's when it got interesting, like actually interesting for me. But I think Wuthering Waves, and right now it's the anniversary, so if you play the game right now, you can get like a bunch of shit. 1.3. Oh, okay. Black Shore was good. For me, I was invested when I fought Scar. I thought it was really, because you know I'm a massive JJK simp. So when I see a guy use a domain expansion, I get happy. Right? I'm unironically the guy that when man says Ryoik Tenkai, I go, oh yes, yes. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do that. But you know, seeing something that's familiar to my brain that looks cool makes me go, oh shit, that's nice. Gohan's ears are big as shit.
Can Goku make it in time?
Gohan's ears are massive, bro. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Oh, what do we get? Okay, fair enough. Seed has his neurons activated when he sees anything JJK related. Very true. Scar is, what was I going to say about Scar? Scar is when the story got interesting for me, but the Black Shore story is when I think it starts getting really good. Which is, yeah, update 1.3. So that's pretty early, you know.
You who have gathered the 7 Dragon Balls.
I love the Scar fight, especially when he grabs and Hulk slams you. Yeah, shit like that is cool, man. Kid Gohan ending him being Sonic Force's Tails. Oh, fair enough, yeah. Shorekeeper was awesome, easily my favorite. Yeah, Shorekeeper's really cool. Breakthrough. There are several highlights in Wuthering Waves that I want to talk about without spoiling anything too much. Scar's like domain expansion boss fight is really cool in my opinion, especially when you use Rover to get the quick time event on him. I think everything with Jinshi and Jouet was very interesting. Jinshi having to face the dragon was really, it felt pretty climactic in a sense, you know? Especially with Jouet getting into the part of being a dragon, doing the, very well then, if you choose to face your destiny, then see me on the summit. Like a dragon, and like flying up to the top of the mountain. I thought that was cool as fuck. You know, Jue has a really cool voice. Is a time manipulating dragon, and I think that boss fight was also pretty hype as well. Especially the stupid fucking Asuras Wrath section at the end where you have to shoot down the blasts while flying through the fucking space time manipulation. I thought that was cool. What else? The whole Black Shore story. And what else? Oh, yes. Oh my god. I didn't even speak about Jin Yan. I think Jin Yan's section of the story is actually cool. When it was starting, I was like, oh, this is going to be boring as fuck. But I actually like it. When it was starting, I was like, this is going to be so fucking boring, bro. And then it was actually really cool. I like the ending with Rover and Jin Yan double teaming the final boss of the arc. That was really fucking cool. Is Scar the hot guy with the red and white hair? I'm just going to agree with you because I actually don't remember how Scar looks. That nigga's been in jail for so long, I don't remember how he looks. I like Camellia. Oh, yeah, I like Camellia too. Damn, I forgot Lumi was Scottish. My neurons activated. Yeah, Lumi is Scottish. I do like the accents in Wuthering Waves. I feel like the accents adds to the world building. I might be wrong when I say this, but I feel like the accents adds to the world building, you know? And I hate to diss Genshin, but I swear to God, every character in Genshin is just an American. I can't think of one accent that stands out to me in Genshin. And I think here's another part that I think sucks monkey balls. There's a chef lady coming out with a British accent, like the voice actor actually has a British accent. When she plays the character, doesn't she put on like an American accent or some bullshit? I might be wrong about that, but I swear to God. I remember the voice actor has an English accent. She's British. Right? You have a British chef character who's critical about cooking food. Oh shit, they're making the Gordon Ramsay Gacha girl. No, she's American. What the missed opportunity, I don't know. For being newcomer VAs, I'd say the English side is killing. Yeah, I think the English side is doing very good for Wuthering Waves. I remember hearing people say that they don't like English female Rover, and I remember hearing English female Rover and being kind of disappointed as well. But I think male English Rover is pretty good. Thank you. Why are so many English voiceovers in American accents? Yeah, I was gonna say, because with how many voice actors are in Genshin, I'm shocked that I can't hear any other accent. I'm not saying I need my representation, but after a while you start going, wait a minute, is everyone fucking American? Is everyone just American? You play one other game and you hear a different accent and you're like, huh, the last game I played didn't have any accents. You know? You don't put on an American accent, you just turn off your foreign accent. I understand. We were all actually made American. My bad, bro. I totally forgot. To be fair, that's every modern game LOL. Thanks for the write-up, bro. That was very informative. I see. What did Solemn Divide say? I think I missed that. I mean, all of them are ultimately vehicles to get your money with varying levels of predatory practice. It's just some genuinely put effort into their narrative characters. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair take. I feel like no matter how you slice it, every product is obviously made so you buy it, especially gachas. And you yourself as a consumer have to choose which one you want to put the most time into, right? What do you think deserves your money? Because at the end of the day, they're all trying to get your money, and they're not even being subtle about it. So you need to. Why did I didn't press save that? And I'm gonna press save right now because this was the first time I actually didn't press save, and I know you guys are gonna start spamming in the chat. You didn't save because you love doing that. So let me actually save right now. Even when I save, you guys go, you didn't save. So did I just miss Gohan's story? You did.
Hey, it's me, Goku.
The only unique accent I remember in Genshin was the brown music lady.
You'll get stronger as you play all over the world.
Fair enough.
Opponents. Sounds exciting.
Yes, at the end of the day, all products want your money, right? When Legends releases fucking ultra limited fucking Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta Blue, they're not doing that because they're like, oh, this character is cool and we love him. They're like, give us your money. You know? When Genshin goes, oh, here's the fire god, and she has a motorcycle and a big sword and a music video, it's not because that actually matters for the character. They just want your money. You know? And yes, even you, Wuthering Waves, when Wuthering Waves gives me the super hot, tired, overworked Italian demon girl that goes Super Saiyan, they want my money. They have her so so constant in the story, just for her banner to be way later, because they're building hype for you going, wow, I think that tired Italian demon girl is really hot, and she can turn into a Super Saiyan. That's them wanting your money. But at the end of the day, you have to decide to yourself, which one do you think deserves it the most? Which one do you think would appease you the most? Do you want the super hot tired demon girl that goes Super Saiyan? Do you want the fire god that uses a motorcycle? Or do you want Super Saiyan 4 Blue Gogeta just so he can get power crept by Daima Super Saiyan 4? Okay, no, without shit talking legends, genuinely, you have to choose which one you want to give the most of your money to. All right, which one? You could argue about which one you think is the most or least predatory all you want, but at the end of the day, they're all companies that want your money. There's going to be times where one is more predatory than the other. There's going to be times where one is more generous than the other. You know, it's going to happen. It's always going to happen with any company, right? People back in the day would say Bungie could do no wrong. Halo 1, 2, and 3, Reach, ODST, they can't do any wrong. Look at Bungie now. I don't hate Destiny. I don't even think Destiny is a bad game right now, but look at Bungie now. And you tell me how much people favor them, you know? Doesn't matter how much you glaze something, how much you like something. Eventually, time will catch up to it. They'll make a decision you don't like, and you'll slowly start to pull yourself away from it, you know?
And without Goku to save it, the Earth appears to be doomed.
Steve, who's the tired Italian demon girl who can go Super Saiyan? Zanny. It's like Zenny, but with an A instead of an E. So, Zanny from Wuthering Waves. That's the tired demon Italian girl that goes SSJ. That's how I'm always going to describe it to people, because it's the most simple description and it's completely accurate. Is that an actual character? Yes, it's an actual character. It's an overworked like Italian demon girl. She's like a bodyguard for like a rich family, and she helps you like a lot in the story. But they only made her summonable like recently for the anniversary. So if you want her, if you think she looks cool and she sounds cool to you, and the character's gameplay looks satisfying, the banner is up now. If you want to get into Wuthering Waves, you want to, gacha for the character, it's up now. It's up for like 20 more days at least, so you don't have to rush. You don't have to rush through the game. You can play it at your own pace. You can get all of the free, like, premium currency, the Primo Gems, whatever the fuck you call them. You can get all the Primo Gems, the Chrono Crystals, the Dragon Stones from doing the story mode, and then you can go summon her. Alright? So, if you start the game now, I think you have a good chance of getting her without spending a dime. That's all I'm going to say. If you just play the story and over the side content, you don't even have to, like, rush through the game. I think you actually have a good chance of getting her right now if you just use what's available to you. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. It's RNG. Some people might get her as their literal first summon. Some people might get her in hard pity on their second go. So yeah, I thought more of Rajang too, but SSJ is also accurate. Oh yeah, I guess Rajang, yeah. Last time I played the Gacha game, I spent more than $800 on Genshin for a 5-star character. That's because I had an emotional attachment to them. Mostly for... Oh, Furina, of course. Yeah, everyone loves Furina. Mostly Furina. I'm never playing a Gacha game again, Lamau. Fair enough, fair enough. I know everyone loves Furina. I didn't play Fontaine when it came out, and I had no interest in Furina whatsoever, because I'm too much of a Hu-Tao dick rider to care. I told myself I would only play Genshin if they released a character that was exactly to my tastes, or if they dropped another version of Hu-Tao. Like, if they dropped a 6-star Hu-Tao, then I would play Genshin. Alright? My only options were 6-star Hu-Tao or character that appeals to me. And they didn't drop a 6-star Hu-Tao, the fucking frauds. But they did drop the cowgirl. I like her. So I got back into the game just to... And by the way, I'm still not done with Sumeru's story. Holy fuck. I got back into the game just for her. Okay. Do I know of any ability? Oh, I did just unlock Team Gohan. I have nothing for him, right? Oof. Oof. Alright. Where's the... We got it. Power... Yeah, there we go. I'm hearing 5 different names and I don't know any of them. I'm sorry. Let's limit the name overuse. My bad, my bad. Furina was the peak of Genshin character and it hasn't gotten better since. I know a lot of people like Furina. I think Furina looks nice as well, but I haven't seen her in the story yet because I'm still stuck on fucking Sumeru. I haven't seen her in the story yet, so I don't have an opinion on her character. I think she looks nice, but I think there are characters I still like more than her. here's what I will say though. A character's likableness, or how much you vibe with a character actually does affect how much you like her design as well though. It's the same thing with physical attractiveness. There are people who just seem less attractive to you because you don't like their personality and shit, you know? So maybe when I get to know Furina, I'll do the fucking crying, oh my god, I get it gif, right? When I see her. But for now, I think she just looks cute. That's it. Who is Furina? In Genshin, I believe Furina is the water archon, the water god, but I don't know shit about the story. I know there's like a guy that hangs out with her who's like way fucking stronger than she is. So I don't know what the story is about that. I assumed that the god was always just whoever was the best at using the element, but wait, we only just unlocked the fucking urban area and we had to speak to fucking Oolong to unlock it? Hey, you unlocked the side of the street by speaking to a pig. Only in Budokai 3. What the fuck? Only in Budokai 3 do you unlock the side of a street by speaking to a pig. This game is fucking insane. Alright. My brother's losing his mind. My favorite character is always Nahida. Oh, the Dendro baby. Yeah, the Dendro baby. Yeah. I still need to actually finish that fucking arc. Visually, I think Chaska is cool as fuck, and I think my favorite character from lore and presentation is still Zhongli. Furina definitely has my favorite personality though. I see. The soundtrack is enough to wage wars for everything. Is a fucking banger. Oh yeah, I like the soundtrack overall for this game. My favorite character is always Nahida. That's who I unlocked. Ah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Still better than Sparking Zero. Oh my god. Is every Archon except Venti like triple ST? I remember hearing that Nahida was also super good. Like, good as fuck. So, Kenji Yamamoto, you might have plagiarized 95% of your songs, but at least you had good taste in music. Yeah. True. Is Kenji Yamamoto in like the darkest, deepest jail right now, or is he like working somewhere else? Why is there a long pause? What's happening? Oh, that's when he passed Chi-Chi through the wall. Yeah, okay. Listen, Goku, I'll let Gohan train with you, but this is the last time. She didn't even react to that. In this version, she doesn't even react to it. See, she's too used to those Goku backshots that he casually gives her one now, and she doesn't even have a fucking emotion. She doesn't even emote. People always say, oh, how did Bulma reign in Vegeta? Bro, Chi-Chi just tanks Goku no diff. That's one battle even Goku can't win. Hey Piccolo, stop using your extra sensory to hear through the walls. Leave Goku and Chi-Chi alone. Let them get to making Goten in peace. Man, I cannot believe that during the that's the only time where it makes sense, right? During the 7 days of, I don't know, guys. I'll fight Cell when the time is right. Chi-Chi said, Goku, come here for a second, and no one saw him for the rest of the night. Like that would have been very surprising. Like after Goku's blown up, Chi-Chi like probably announces like Bulma or some shit that she's pregnant, and Bulma's like, huh? When? Vegeta would have been like, what? Kakarot's going to have another kid? And then he was gonna flash back to Goku going, I don't need any extra training, I'm gonna go fuck my wife. Kakarot, you dog! You did it! You actually did it! Oh man. Alright, now there's a Dragon Ball. How many? Wait, this is the only arc Team Gohan has. All 7 Dragon Balls are in this arc, right? I can only do the story after I find every single fucking Dragon Ball. So, this is Team Gohan's only arc. I have to find every Dragon Ball now, otherwise I don't get the wish. Okay. This might be a wish farm. No, it's not. No, because after you get the first 3 wishes of the character, I'm pretty sure you don't get any more wishes, right? Or can you wish for like 100 billion Zenny after you get the first 3 wishes? Because Teen Gohan might... Each Dragon Ball is 1 day. Each Dragon Ball is 1 day. Wait, I just realized this isn't going to start with me fighting Cell in his perfect form, right? Because that's actually fucking dick cheese if it is. Because Cell is the hardest character to fight in this fucking game. If I have to fight Cell unranked, at Z difficulty? Holy fuck, I'm actually gonna lose it. Okay. Where are those last two damn Dragon Balls at? Oh, it's in the middle of the ocean. Fascinating. Okay. Give me that. Hell yeah. I'm wide awake. I remember we have to fight Cell twice. Oh god. Probably Piccolo or Goku first. Yeah, I hope. You're gonna have to do crazy farming. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Let's just hope the game gives me a real easy deal. Oh, there's the last Dragon Ball. Yeah, every Dragon Ball is just in one arc, bro. Perfect Cell. Oh, Steed, who's ready for some back shot? Oh, Steed, who's ready for some back shots? Nah, I'm good. Okay. Now we don't have to look at the Dragon Ball Rider anymore, at least. But I'm trying to find out where... Oh. West City. Tien time after Gohan? Tien time! You know, we could do Tien after Gohan, yeah. Well, Tien after... Yeah, Tien after Adult Gohan, to be more specific. So that way we don't just do Teen Gohan and then leave Adult Gohan hanging. Dude, you got too weirdly into that, bro. You're too happy when you said it. You mean when I said, oh, Steve, who's ready for some back shots? You guys are evil. No, I only just got the message after, I only got how the message was supposed to be delivered after I read it. All right. Oh, Kame House, nice. But first you gotta beat Goku before you fight Cell. Okay, cool. So I get one fucking fight, then the final boss. That's actually crazy. Wu-Tang's gonna feast on Adult Gohan and Tien, bro. I've heard Tien versus Buhan. No, I've heard Tien versus Wu-Tang's and Oob versus Omega Shenron are the hardest fights in this game, and I'm not ready for that. It's so crazy how they really set Oob up in this game. They said, "Fuck you, fight Omega Shenron, bro." I can take Cell in a fight, right?
It's been a while since I trained with you, Mr. Piccolo. I'll show you what I can do.
If this dude has a white health bar,
See just how much you've grown.
I'm gonna stop eating this food. I can just reheat it later. Oh, but I will have more of this Coca-Cola. And by Coca-Cola, I mean water that I poured Coke into because I wasn't feeling like having directly Coke, and I'm stupid and I'm weird. So... Coketa. Water, drink some water. Oob without teleporting in this game means infinite suffering. It does. Omega Shenron catches you with your pants down once, and you just... It's over, bro. I forgot how fast he read Kamehameha in this game. Kamehameha! Okay, so because Piccolo's the first fight, his damage isn't that high, but his health is still fucking ridiculous. Disgusting health difference, truly. My Kamehameha does 102 damage. Guys, I hate to say this, but I'm not beating this guy. If you guys think I'm beating Piccolo on this difficulty, you're on fucking weed. What other crimes have I committed other than water on Coke? Pineapple on pizza? Okay, sure. 163 damage from a full combo and a super at the end? No. Hold up. I gotta see that again. Because there ain't no way. Okay. We have to turn the difficulty down. There's no way in fuck I beat this guy. Piccolo's a tank and Z3, you're cooked, bro. Pineapple on pizza works if there's also meat on of some kind, preferably sausage. You would like sausage. I'm kidding. I think pineapple on pizza can actually work. I used to not be a believer because, oh, you're adding a fruit to pizza? That's, you fucking moron. You dumb fuck. What are you doing? But then I realized that pineapple is like just a really fucking OP fruit. It just goes with everything. You know, it's not like banana, right? Banana, you put a single fucking, you put a slice of banana in your smoothie. That entire bitch is a banana smoothie now. Right? Pineapple on the other hand, I think pineapple can like work with most foods. Pineapple just tastes fucking amazing in general.
Hey, it's me.
Nah,
Goku.
we got this.
So which are you going to play?
What do you mean we?
Set of
Like
skills
Nintendo Wii?
just the-
No, nigga, we like us. Okay. Let's just try Z1. Adding carrot to any shake makes it carrot flavored too. Yeah.
Hey, it's me.
You just have certain things that are really overpowering. I'll come to your house at night if you continue saying the sacrilege, bro. Bro. You deserve every last bit of pain and suffering when you're gonna go through from this game for the pineapple on pizza. Look. It's a hot take. I used to not be a believer, but I think in hindsight, oh my god, he's unleveled and I have to fight Piccolo. This is actually funny. Also, you talk about the movie? Pineapple was made to have with fish. I don't know if I agree. I think I agree with that less than pizza. Wait. Oh, if I didn't keep my Dragon Balls, I was actually going to blow myself up on stream. Hassan would have loved that. I'm drinking a banana schmovie right now. How did you know, Steeds? Wait. I did the sell point. Because I know everything. They should have had the levels from the Gohan's transfer. That would be sick, but then Ultimate Gohan would be fucking nightmarishly OP. And to counteract the story would have to be as hard as nails. And I'm not talking about the guy from the Namek saga. Get it? Get it? Bro, I'm still tickling him. What the fuck? Gohan is just a loser. Wait, does Teen Gohan just fucking suck? Why is his damage so low? Okay. His damage is still buns. I mean, I won't lie, it's not as bad as it was before. But this isn't good either. Okay. 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 This is hard. Ooh. That's actually evil. Actually evil. Okay. I don't know if I can find this guy evil in this difficulty. I'm gonna be real. Wii U, I am you, but Z difficulty scares me. The damage probably ain't even low. It's just Piccolo's a tank. That's probably it. Yeah. Why is Gohan smirking in the character lecturing like he's gonna do something? He thinks he's in Super Saiyan 2 right now. Okay. I'm trying to think about this. Okay. Okay. Okay, Gohan Gallop. Okay, smooth moves Piccolo. Oh, I'm so short that his combos don't even hit me anymore. Nice. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm glad he let go of his... Okay. Kamehameha. Kamehameha. When does this guy get tired? Okay. Guys, I'd love to read the chat right now and see all the funny things you're saying, but this game really asks for 100% of your attention. He pressed ready right fucking away. What did he press? Okay. All that for a drop of blood ass fight. It really is. It really is. Unc, what are you hitting these elite moves for? His tracking actually kind of annoys me. There's no way I kill him. I have to get so lucky to kill him right now. He has a full fucking health buster. You're putting in work, not gonna lie? Nah, it's too close. I'm kind of too close. Fuck. He's doing the same strat I do where you just... Oh, I don't have enough to teleport. Shit. That's save state. Oh no, you know I don't do that anymore, man. I don't do that anymore. All that for a drop of blood ass fight. It really was. Go into this Kamehameha so fast, like he's trying to be a rap god. Tragic. It was very tragic. All right, we can do this. I want to beat Piccolo, and then we'll see what's after Piccolo, and maybe we'll end the stream there, because if it's fucking Cell, oh my god, I need... Oh crap. Unc, you good? Throwing out random supers in neutral? Actually, lowering this guy's health is so goddamn hard.
This shouldn't be.
This is hard, man. This is hard. Figure you fight Krillin or Goku next. It's pretty wild that Gohan doesn't have a single fight in this arc until Cell. Yeah. And then they make him a pacifist. Yeah, don't worry, see, there's just Goku after this fight. Yeah, don't worry, bro. It's just the main character. As a Super Saiyan as well, no doubt. See, the more you give sparking to a person, I feel like it being labeled as BT4 is a mistake. It was kind of lame, honestly. I don't think it's a real BT4. Yeah, it's not real Budokai Tenkaichi 4. It sucks too, man. I remember the hype. Oh man, I can't even think about it. I remember the hype. Okay. I want to see how far I can get into Piccolo. And then I think that's where I'll end the stream. Oh, he's already giving me destructive backshots. Come here. And after he does the move, he's safe? He's safe after he does that fucking combo? What? Nah, Piccolo's the GOAT. Piccolo's actually the GOAT. What do you mean he's safe after that combo? Please, dinosaur. What do you mean? He just does a fucking 180, bro. Oh, he's gonna teleport. I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb.
Oh, this shouldn't be.
Advice against Piccolo? Dodge! See, why aren't you key canceling or spamming Perception or Wild Sense? My bad, bro. My bad. How are you gonna beat this? Skill. And by skill, I mean I'll just do it so many times until it cracks. You know what people say? If you keep banging your head against the wall will never break. Oh yeah? You just haven't tried enough. You haven't tried enough. See, to you, what's impossible? What's possible is impossible because you're not willing to try enough. Don't you know you can make the impossible possible by trying enough? It's true. Want to know how? They made the show Kim Possible. That was probably impossible before they made Kim Possible, but now it's possible. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Manifest them into reality. Prestige, I have a dream where I turn into a giant dragon. That's possible. You just need to pick Omega Shenron in this game. Okay. Let's go. He's gonna get it right in the first try. It's Piccolo. Oh, no. Oh wow. Okay. Damn, Piccolo. You like him, Piccolo? What's he gonna press next? I feel like pressing X. Because there's no way you pick X twice in a row, buddy. Watch this. Fuck. Can you beat this? Just imagine. Dude, you can beat this. Just imagine Piccolo is your meat. What the hell? Hey, yo. My meat's got antennas on it? What the fuck? How do you want me to take that news? Okay. Fuck, I run out of energy. Oh. I don't care if I got it right on the first try. I took 600 fucking damage. I do not care if I got it right on the first try. I took 600 damage. That was not necessary. He just took that? Can you waste all of your energy? If he hit me from there, I would have actually fucking cried on stream. Okay. Oh, he's dodging too. He's dodging too. Okay.
This shouldn't be.
Keith, how are we feeling about the GTA 6 delay? I didn't even know GTA 6 had a release date before the delay, so I don't actually care. I just heard Hassan and Ethan had a debate. Oh, I'm sure it was very civil. I'm sure it wasn't just two old rich niggas going, you shouldn't kill people except if it's people on the other side. Actually, no, you shouldn't kill people on the other side. You should only kill people on that side. I'm sure it was a very deep philosophical debate about how my killing people is better than your killing people. Obviously, I dislike Hassan more than Ethan, but I'm not gonna... The taste of Ethan backstabbing Parasynical never left my mouth. So, I've had my eye on Ethan for a while. And honestly, sometimes I rewatch the old Hatry videos, and when I watch them, I really end up thinking to myself, it's not that Ethan ever changed, he was just really good at hiding, being a piece of shit before. He used to be able to contain it. Obviously, Hassan is so fucking bad, Ethan's gonna look like the good guy in most situations. Because I don't think it gets any more generic, like it would take a Ratchet and Clank supervillain to be like, I'm gonna promote terrorism on TV and no one's gonna notice or care. You know like how Courtney Gears has that song about killing all organic people in Ratchet and Clank and nobody fucking acknowledges it because they're too busy looking at how hot she is. I feel like that's like half of the stuff Hassan does. They kept interrupting each other. That I also expected that. Because Hassan likes yelling over people because it makes him sound correct. And Ethan likes doing gotchas. Not gotcha games, like gotcha moments. Right? Don't get me wrong, Hassan also likes doing gotcha. Really, I think most online debates is about gotcha moments. No one's ever actually trying to argue shit anymore. They're just trying to go, oh yeah? Well, guess what? I'm gonna say a statement that's gonna make you silent. Guess what? Noob, get wrecked. Like, no one's actually trying to deliver like a good point anymore. It's just people going, oh yeah, well watch this. Gotcha moment. Haha. And I know this because power scaling debates. So it doesn't ever feel like anyone's trying to make a point. It just feels like everyone's trying to do a gotcha. Like, oh yeah, here's a good example. All Might is Mark 10 at his top speed, period. End of story. And all my hero fans can reply to that with is the Naoya Mark 3 panel. Like anybody gives a fuck how fast Naoya is. Like anybody cares how fast Naoya is. They don't care that it's not Sukuna or Gojo, the strongest people in the verse. They don't care if it's not Yuta or Yuji. They don't care if it's not fucking Todo, who can instantly teleport anywhere, right? They're just like, oh yeah, well, gotcha, because this guy moves at Mark 3. Gotcha moment. Gotcha.
It's over.
Mark 3, which isn't even Naoya's top speed either. Holy fuck. Exactly, man. The problem is, no, speed doesn't equal power and power scaling. That's very true. But I feel like most people just assume power scaling works like Dragon Ball, where every character is as fast as they are strong as they are tanky. Like when I tell people that My Hero and Chainsaw Man are low durability versus, they look at me like I'm fucking insane.
This shouldn't be.
Like you see My Hero characters get hurt by like bro, quirk erasing bullets have to penetrate the skin to actually erase your quirk. You realize that, right? You could shoot fucking Bakugo in the head and that nigga's just gone. Right? Same with Chainsaw Man characters. It's just that they regenerate, that's it. And even then you need to give them blood. Oh shit, my bad. Yeah, bro, Denji after he gets a power-up gets fucked up by fucking knives and pitchforks. Nigga, I could beat Denji. Oh, Yuji ain't gonna stand a chance against Denji. No, I can't beat Yuji at the beginning of the series, where he can beat up school bullies and throw shot puts straight. I can beat up end of series Denji. Steed, how are you gonna get past his chainsaws? Bro, I'm just tankier than him. I'm just tankier than him. Or yeah, exactly. I can just pick up a table and smash on his fucking head. Bro, that nigga has normal human durability. Look, I think every Chainsaw Man character, to be honest, not every, but most, have like normal human durability. It's just that they rely on regeneration to like get by. It's not like Majin Buu honestly has really high durability, but he's super fucking lazy because of his regen, that any attack just goes through him. Because you'll get times where Majin Buu lets bullets just fly through his body for no reason other than aura farming the Super Buu form. And then you get times where the Ki Blast hits him and he just smacks it back. He's like, I don't care. So, from what I've seen, Ethan was trying to keep things on track, but Hassan kept derailing. Well, I mean, Hassan is Hassan, you know, and you'll probably go on Twitter and see a bunch of people go, Hassan owned Ethan in this debate. Because they're all fucking insane like him. Because if you ask who's more insane of the two, I think everyone would agree Hassan, no matter what. They're both leftists, but they literally don't agree. Because Hassan is like, no, you should kill people. You should kill so many people. That's true activism, killing a ton of people. And Ethan's like, I don't know. Those are kind of my people, or people like my wife. I don't really fuck with them being dead. And Hassan's like, what, you fucking Zionist? Fucking Zionist cuck. I have no stake in any of that bullshit because it's happening in a different country. If it's happening in the UK, yeah, I'd be crying crocodile tears and be talking about how you guys need to donate to me, otherwise I'll get fucking bombed. Right? But it's not happening where I live, so to my knowledge, I don't give a shit. My biggest stake in this is that I don't like war and I wish people would stop killing each other. I don't want a side to win over the other. I just want it to fucking end. That's my stake. And if the same thing was happening over here, I would want that too. If there were bombs dropping in the UK too, I'd also want it to just end. I wouldn't be like, I need everyone dead. Obviously, I'd probably get radicalized if a fucking bomb like took out like my family or some shit, right? That's how that shit happens. But I wouldn't want war, period. You know? Go put points in health. I'm level 0. I can't level up. Hassan wants the Jews dead. See, here's the issue. Here's the issue. Because with Hassan, he's such a grifter. I don't even know if I actually believe that he wants everyone dead, or if he just wants the most amount of attention and the most amount of money from saying the most insane shit. I cannot actually tell. Here's the thing. I think if every Jew actually did die, he would be happy because he would get paid, because he has ads running on every single time he talks about the shit. He gets donations from his insane fan base. He would get paid. So I think if every Jew did die, he wouldn't care. But at the same time, I do believe that's not actually what he wants. I think he's just an insane grifter. It would just be a bonus if they all actually did die for him. I'm surprised he's the one who's not streaming with Kanye. Why is Sneeko streaming with Kanye? Get a real Jew hater to stream with Kanye. What the fuck? Sneeko's just some cuck. Oh, I'm smoked. The second he shot of the destructive wave, I knew I was cooked. Bro, I'm not gonna beat Piccolo. Yeah, you're right, but it would be that simple. Bakugo just explode the bullets and do the same to you with the explosion. Let me find some scaling that proves that Bakugo can't do that to me. Mirio, who's the #1 hero, his best option against the bullet is to jump in front of it. So Bakugo, who is not the #1 hero, I don't care if Bakugo's faster. I'm gonna do a My Hero fan and go, well, if Naoya's Mach 3, everybody's fucking Mach 3. Just because Mirio can't handle the situation, that means Bakugo can't do it either. By the way, I believe Bakugo should be the fastest person in the verse, right? Awakened Bakugo is like kind of insane. Like, they depict his speed much better than they depict any other character's speed. I'm calling him Awakened Bakugo because I don't know what to call him. Awakened Bakugo post heart surgery, whatever you want to call it. I think Awakened Bakugo should be the fastest character in the series. All Might is impressed by his speed, but apparently that's just fucking baby shit because All Might was doing way crazier shit before. Mach 10, by the way. Mach 10 is the way crazier shit. Like, what am I supposed to... Okay, so open heart surgery Bakugo and All for One on, like, his last bit of life must be, like... They must be moving at, like, Mach 2. It can't be anything too insane because these are both the characters at, like, their lowest. They're not doing like Mark 7, Mark 8, let's be real. They're not getting close to Prime All Might. They must be pretty weak. Because they're both on like their last 3 legs. Bakugo just had open heart surgery. And All For One's power is like dwindling. But All Might's being impressed by that kind of speed? You see what I mean when I say I think Horikoshi just is a really inconsistent writer? And most of the power scaling you get from My Hero is just Horikoshi's inconsistent writing. Ooh, Piccolo, chill. Toga blitzing Deku. Exactly. What the fuck, man? Toga blitzing Deku. Oh, she's too much of a hard match for me. Nigga, you are 40% of All Might. Now, hold up. Let me do the math. And by let me do the math, I mean Google. What's 40% of Mark 10? All right? 40% of Mark 10. Let's see. I want to assume it'd be Mark 4, but I assume the mark doesn't go up like multiplication. Does mark change after a certain level, or is it just like multiplication, where it's just you just multiply over and over and over again? Deku is after when 100% of it. Let's see. That is Harley Quinn scaling, where because she is a psychotic female fangirl character with every decrepit sim loves and has to low div defend every character. Yeah, no, I get that, right? I get that, but when is the Lego power scaling debate? I know Lego characters are OP as fuck, so there's no way I'm even gonna bother with that. There's one Twitter user who ships Deku and Yang from RWBY. This doesn't add anything to the conversation. It just felt like mentioning it. Okay. I like how we somehow warped back to MHA scaling. Rant 3 separate times in one stream. Bro, that's how you know you're in a Studio J stream, when it feels like you're going in a fucking circle. You guys thought the Ethan and Hassan debate was pointless and it just was just a guy yelling 24/7? Welcome to the Studio J stream. We got power scaling, hype, aura moments, rants, yelling, rants, One Punch Man rants, yelling about One Punch Man, rants, MHA rants, yelling about MHA, JJK Glaze, DBS rants. The thing is, the things that I do want to rant about on JJK, I can't because they're mega spoilers and people religiously watch Well, I say religiously watch JJK, but a lot of people who just straight up haven't like read the manga. Somehow. There's a lot of people who haven't read the manga and have not been spoiled, so I can't really talk about it. And with My Hero, I feel like the big things in My Hero are less spoilery. You know? Bakugo awakens at some point because he just got the open heart surgery. That happened in the anime. Okay? We saw Bakugo awaken a little bit, and we saw him have the heart surgery. Okay, now let me talk about the Megumi equivalent of that. Oh, I can't because it's a massive fucking spoiler. You know? Oh, Ochako has a big moment against Toga. Oh, let's talk about the female character, the big moment against their final boss. Oh, I can't because it's a colossal fucking spoiler. Deku does his big final move. He has his inner monologue with the main villain. He has the internal monologue of the main villain and his big final move. Let's talk about the JJK version of that. Oh, I can't because it's a colossal fucking spoiler. It's always a colossal spoiler. In My Hero, I feel like the things that happen, and I don't want to downplay My Hero, but I feel like the things that happen aren't anywhere near as like, holy shit, than the things that happen in JJK. It might be because MHA story is kind of predictable, but that's Horikoshi's fault. That's not my fault, alright? Like, oh, Ochako's going there to talk to Toga. Oh, Ochako's definitely going to domain expansion Toga and hit her Hollow Purple. Like, no, she's going to obviously calm her down. You know? I will say one thing. I expected Dabi to just kill himself. And the family was just going to go, oh, well, I guess we couldn't do anything about that. The cycle of hatred spread down to him, and then Deborah's just going to cry about it for 100 years. That nigga's okay, which sounds like bullshit to me, but whatever. What are my feelings on Sukuna x Cinderella? I can't believe that shit's real. I think that's just a group of bored niggas with too much free time. Just lower the difficulty. Normally I disagree with you, but at this point I should. 40% of Mach 10 is about 3,068 miles per hour, or Mach 3.9. Okay, I probably should have just said Mach 4. So Deku moving at Mach 4 can't catch Toga? Like, you don't need Spider-Man sense to... Spider-Man isn't moving at Mach 4, right? I'm sure there's some versions of Spider-Man that do. But let's be real, Spider-Man is a pretty normal guy, right? He's the most grounded hero. That's why he's really easy to stay in touch with and get in touch with and relate to and blah 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 blah. Right? There are probably some Spider-Men who fucking web swing at the speed of light, you know? And I'm not gonna say that's dumb. That's just the way comics work, right? But there's no fucking way Deku is unable to catch Toga if he's moving at Mach 4. There is zero way. This nigga needs to stop reading my fucking buttons. There's no way Deku isn't able to catch Toga moving at Mach 4. There's absolutely zero fucking way. 40% Deku, using like black whips to pull himself towards her or restrain her or anything, should be moving even faster. Right? Because he uses all of his other quirks to help with his movement as well, right? Since he's not actually as fast as All Might, he has to use all of his quirks to reach those levels. Toga Mach 4 feats? Yeah, I guess Toga's Mach 4. Time to finish you off. Destructive. Mach 4 Toga, let's go. My Mach 4 knife-wielding goat. No wonder Aizawa didn't stand a fucking chance. Aizawa didn't know that this schoolgirl was breaking the speed of sound. Does that mean Toga beats Speed of Sound Sonic from One Punch Man? I know Speed of Sound Sonic isn't actually Speed of Sound, because if he did, he would have lost like ages ago. I know someone did like the math on that or some shit. Like, he can't be fighting Flashy Flash and be the Speed of Sound unless the Flashy Flash was the Speed of Sound. Don't tell me you can. Oh my fucking god, bro. What about JJK Speed for Mach 3? And yet there's the lightning stuff. The issue with the Mach 3 and lightning stuff, or not the issue with it, I guess. The issue with the Mach 3 thing is that one singular character has the Mach 3 thing. All Might, who is the strongest character, and everyone would scale to him, is Mach 10. If Naoya was the strongest character, and he was Mach 3, then all the Mach 3 shit would make sense. But it doesn't, because Naoya isn't the strongest character. Even when he hits Maki with the Mach 3 attack, yes, I know Naoya's a misogynist. But even when he hits Maki with the Mach 3 attack, he even says, "Oh, that's all it took to take you down." He's like, I'm disappointed, you know? Which means he can go faster than that. And we know he can go faster than that because that's the beginning of the fight. He fights a blood manipulation user later. Then he fights a blood manipulation user teamed up alongside Maki. Then he fights a sumo and a samurai alongside the blood manipulation guy. Then he has another fight with Maki where he tries even harder. And then he realizes his true self on top of that. And I can't say what that is because everything in JJK is a fucking spoiler. So he can get way fucking faster. Straight up. And then even then, Naoya is like weaker than fucking Yuta. He never tries Yuta at any point. He's scared of Yuta when he's oh shit. See, everything is a fucking spoiler. I can't even say anything. He's scared of Yuta. He doesn't even try Yuta. He's scared of Maki as well. When she realizes her true self. So, and then who else? Obviously, Gojo and Sukuna are faster than fucking everybody, right? So when a character who shoots lightning blasts and other people dodge those lightning blasts or barely react to those lightning blasts or move out the way of the light, like, okay, here's a good example. A character gets punched in the face, someone shoots a lightning blast at them, and they pull their face up and they see the lightning blast and they are able to move fast enough as it's in their face, so it only hits their arm instead. That's like a credible, like, lightning timer feat, right? That wasn't even him dodging the lightning fully. That was him turning his head up, seeing that it was right in front of him, and then shifting fast enough out of the way. If he saw the lightning blast from the point of origin, he would have just dodged it fully. That's what that means. He would have just fully dodged it. And then that character's also slower than Sukuna, and Gojo by a long shot, and Yuji, and Yuta, and fucking, I assume Maki at the end of the series as well. So when people say the JJK Mach 3 thing, I'm not going to say it bothers me, because in reality, I know a lot of people don't read JJK, but just read Twitter leaks. At this point, I'm so used to JJK and bad takes, it comes hand in hand. JJK and bad takes is almost as true as Dragon Ball fans don't read. One Piece fans are just only ever talking about Dragon Ball. And My Hero fans are obsessed with shipping and power scaling. Ooh, yes. So, I can't even get mad when people are wrong about the Mach 3 thing. The most you could do is explain it to them. That's it. Don't be a dick, don't get angry, don't be an asshole, just explain it to them. JJK characters are Mach 3 though. One nigga is Mach 3, and that was one of his weaker attacks at the start of the fight. And he even insulted the person for getting hit by a Mach 3 attack. So, yeah, I think that does a lot. I'm getting fucked up. I should just change the difficulty, but let's give it one more time. His arms are so long, you can see how much he gets back because he's getting ready to cheese me out with that rage. Chai! Dude, don't get me started on mark speeds. I think mark speeds for most series usually end up being quite inconsistent anyways. I'm not saying JJK has an inconsistent speed feat. The only thing I think that could be inconsistent is if Gege comes out and says Sukuna did dodge an electromagnetic wave. I'm okay with Sukuna being like light speed. I'd just be shocked that everyone else somehow caught up to that. Because it'd be weird that he is light speed and then like Higuruma, that's not a spoiler because no one knows who the fuck he is. Higuruma like is hitting this guy. Well, not hitting him with the thing that actually matters, but you know, restraining him. You know? Like it'd be weird if Yuji's a good example. It'd be weird if Yuji's like around Maki's level. So let's just say like Mach 4 or 5 or some shit. He's around Maki's level before the final boss fight. And then he suddenly becomes light speed so he can hit Sukuna. That'd be fucking weird if he got light speed in 1 month. Again, I think Sukuna and Gojo being that fast makes sense, but everyone else training to that level in a month? That's kind of fucking bullshit. So, that's why I don't say any JJK characters are like FTL or anything, because I think it'd just be weird. It'd be inconsistent for the writing. Especially when Gege doesn't show people, like, I don't feel like Gege has as many inconsistent feats as like Horikoshi.
This shouldn't be.
Yeah, exactly. Light speed is ridiculous. Light speed's Mach compared to Mach 10 is fucking ridiculous. So when people say, Deku's still FTL even if All Might's Mach 10, how? How is Deku being 120% somehow going to take him from Mach 10 to Mach 874,000? I'm 20% stronger than you. Mach 874,000. Get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Where's All Might Mach 10 from? Horikoshi released another like fan book or an ultra comic book. It's like another finale, another ending for My Hero. That's like 5 chapters of all the characters and where they are now. Not all the characters, but it's like some of the characters, right? And the focus was on like Eri, you know, the rewind baby. And in that release, he has a few statements about some characters. And one of the questions asked was, what was All Might's top speed? And he says Mach 10. So that's where everyone is getting All Might is Mach 10 from. Now, I know there are some translations that say it's his running speed. There are some translations that say it's his top speed. I don't think it matters either way. It would just mean that the My Hero characters are infinitely fucking slower than everyone is gassing them up to be. Because you get people saying, bro, go on YouTube right now and search Deku versus Invincible. There's a video called Deku embarrasses Invincible. Huh? Even when Deku was light speed, he wouldn't do shit to fucking Mach. Mach's too tanky and does too much damage. And he also has similar speeds. So it wouldn't fucking do anything. But now that we have real speed feats, yes, Deku is even more slaughtered than he was before. Right? He's even more slaughtered than he was before.
So which are you going to play?
So if Gege gives a similar statement for Gojo and Sukuna, then that would just be that. You know? You can't ever go against the author statement. Let me think of a really bad example. Like Toriyama must have one really dog shit statement for Goku. That I always believe. He must have one. I can't think of it right now, but I usually just go with the author statements, even if it sounds like complete nonsense, because that's the only way the story makes sense. Until something else disproves it, that's the only way the story makes sense. You know, yeah, people go against the author statement. Bro, Horikoshi literally wrote fucking Deku and Ochako getting together, and most people on Twitter don't even agree with it because they think Deku's gay. Nobody ever agrees with. Fuck the author statements. People don't even agree with what's in the fucking book that he wrote. You know? Because there are times where sometimes you have to say, okay, fuck the author. This doesn't make any sense. Like, I think Goku struggling with 40-ton weights is insane. I'm pretty sure I've seen him lift way heavier things. That's kind of insane, right? But I think the 40-ton weights things is kind of filler. It's kind of filler, so you don't have to take it seriously or anything. The guy who did Deku embarrasses Invincible scaled Gojo to... Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Deku. That's kind of... That's dumb as fuck. I remember that. I think I remember someone telling me that as well last time I brought it up. MHA fans have been arguing these characters' sexuality for years, which is so dumb. Exactly. This, like, super heterosexual fucking series from a mangaka that probably has a wife and kids, right? Where no... Is there any character that shows, like, romantic interest in the same sex in My Hero? That's not just, like, a stereotype, right? Like, you know how every series has, like, the generic overly gay guy that wears, like, all the makeup and the lipstick and stuff and just chases other boys. I'm trying to think of if My Hero has anything like that. Because I can't think of any genuine, straight-up gay relationship in My Hero. And then people think it's going to apply to the main characters. Okay. Like, Horikoshi would be allowed to do that. Imagine. I'm going to make these characters gay. Even if he wanted to. Shonen Jump editorial would come out of nowhere and say, no. He wouldn't be able to do shit. They'd be like, nigga, we want to sell toys. You think people are going to think Deku's cool if he takes it in the fucking ass? Oh shit, you're right. You know? Isn't Toga bi? I think Toga's just fucking insane. Because even if you wanted to say that Toga's bi, Toga's sense of love is killing someone. So, that'd be like saying serial killers are bisexual. Because they love killing people. You know? Toga's sense of love isn't getting together with someone like you know, most people's is. It's just killing people. So... Oh. Toga is killing sexual. Very true. Wait. I know that character she got with him, how he seems so deranged, Lamel. Oh, wait, who? Deku is already known as the crybaby. They're not going to have him be gay. Yeah, I don't think they want that for Deku. Overhaul off the magnetic guy, I believe. Magnetic guy. Oh, shit. You know, that's how you know I don't remember shit about My Hero. I actually don't remember a magnetic guy. Where is... Oh my god, I forgot. I haven't got past the first fight. Toga only liked Deku because he looked like someone she knew. Yeah, that's it. She didn't even like him, like actually love. It's like, you just look like someone I like, so I like you. I don't actually, you don't have any of the same traits. You might not even be the same, but you might be an entirely different person, but you look like him, and that's what that counts. If anyone says that's real love, then I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. To me, arguing if Toga's bisexual or straight is like asking if Dabi is bisexual or straight. I don't think about his sexuality because I'm pretty sure the guy's so fucking evil. He doesn't have one of those. The same with Toga. Those things they've left behind long ago. He is way fucking easier already. I know how Conquest feels about battle and his place in the Ultimate Emperor was love. It could be love or a sense of duty or etc, etc. Who knows, man? With Conquest, he's just really good at his job, and Viltrumites have the intrinsic Saiyan thing anyways to just like fighting. So, even if Conquest actually feels genuinely sad, he's good at something that his species is predetermined to liking doing. It'd be like being good at sex, you know? It'd be like, yeah, we love fucking, you know? Oh crap, I'm fumbling the bag. Okay. Please don't kick me into the thing. Still smashing Toga. Oh my god. I can take Conquest. Stop saying I can take this person. Stop saying that. I could take him on. In a fight, right? Okay. Let's fight. Oh fuck, I forgot that was a charged hit. Oh, I'm stupid. Toga loves blood, but due to the dog shit environment she grew up in, her views got twisted. That's true, that's true. Toga's such an easy character to befriend. I feel like. And the issue with Toga liking blood is that it's... Why the fuck does he have special beam cannon? I can take Steed in his 100% rant about One Punch Man. That's fucking vile. Don't put that thought in my head. Just be quiet, bro. Just be quiet. I feel like Toga's such an easy character to like not fix, but like I don't know. Toga's parents I feel like are objectively dog shit people. Or sorry, Toga's entire neighborhood must be O Block because everyone there is just apparently just evil in some sense, or has an agenda against her, or just wants to fight. I don't fucking know. Because the doctors hate Toga. Everyone in school hates Toga. Her parents hate her. She had nobody. She legit had fucking nobody. Toga has like she has a good reason to be a villain, but it's such an easy thing to fix that you just have to question the society rather than. And this isn't a society like All for One like grooms everyone around it to be evil like he did with some other characters, right? It's something Toga's life just sucks. Worst spawn point, legit. Toga has the single worst spawn point in My Hero. Steven still getting beat by Piccolo, whose master is Gohan versus child abuse Piccolo. Please stop, don't do it. Literally the reason Toga ended up evil is because everyone around her was basically forced her to be normal when she was normal but had different needs. Yeah, exactly. What the fuck? Bro, put Toga around a real nigga like fucking like you know, I'm gonna say it. Put her around a real nigga like Deku, she would have been fine. I feel like Deku would have been supportive of her need for blood. The same way how we supportive of Bakugo blowing him up every fucking week. He would have easily let Toga like suck on his arm or some shit. And she'd be like, you know what? You're the only person who's ever been nice to me. I was gonna go down a dark path, but you saved me, Izuku. And Deku could go, oh, in a sense, I guess I'm kind of like a hero. And she could go, yes, you are. And then Deku would have a fucking a blood-draining wife. He'd probably grow up without meeting All Might in that timeline, but he would have a nice wife that he treats very well. That's also a very capable fighter, and she'd probably grow up she'd probably be a hero in his stead. He saved me, so I'm gonna go help other people. I can see that happening, you know. And then Bakugo would probably grow up to be a villain because let's be real, that nigga's a fucking menace. That nigga's a fucking menace. By the way, Piccolo's still diffing me. I don't like this. He's still diffing me. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my god, bro. He just took that? No vanish? Is it me or is it... I think this Piccolo fight's just insanely fucking hard. Because I'm doing this on 2 lower difficulties and it still feels like fucking agony. I guess because Teen Gohan's story is one of those stories where you need to beat another story just to play it. So it might be naturally fucking difficult. That might be it. Would Bakugo as a kid be friends with Toga? If Toga never tries to help him if he trips, then yes. Because apparently that's all it takes for Bakugo to be a colossal fucking dickhead. The ranting about MK is making you lose focus. True. If Toga became friends with Kid Goku would 100% support drinking blood. That guy just bro, he literally just... He baits fishes with his tail and then fucking kills them out of the water and eats them. He is completely for eating and killing things. Oh, I'm in burnout, great. Piccolo, if you die right now, I'll give you a Scooby snack. Piccolo, if you go into burnout right now, I'll give you a Scooby snack. We were too close to the wall! I'm okay. Hunt Arch-Tempered Raid down already? No, because after the stream I'm gonna fucking reheat my food and then I'm probably gonna go to sleep or some shit, man. I got stuff to do tomorrow. Yeah, I still haven't hunted Arch-Tempered Raid down. That's how you guys know I'm a fake MH fan. Will you play Ratchet & Clank for a stream? It depends. Will Toga be a top? I'm gonna assume, yeah. Okay, look, Deku can never be a top. That's all I can say. So Toga has to. There's no way. If this hits. Okay. Deku can never be a top. That's my opinion. So it has to be Toga. You think it should have been like an anti-hero faction in My Hero, since in MHAs they have heroes and villains and stuff? I mean, anti-heroes? No. I feel like most anti-heroes work alone. Right? I feel like anti-heroes work alone. So there couldn't be a faction for it. But there could have definitely been more anti-heroes. You know, like people who hate one specific hero, but they don't actually hate the whole of society. And they'll still beat up a villain if they have to. I guess, could Gentle be... No, I don't even say Gentle's an anti-hero, because Gentle's just a sweet guy. He just wants to be a hero so bad that he'll do anything for it. Ah, fuck. I thought there was like a big knockback there or somewhere. I'm a fraud, man. I'm a fraud. Why the fuck does my nigga have a frame 1 backflip? I'm so tired of seeing that shit. Okay. That was close. Oh, he's too close to the fucking wall. Look how much damage he does, bro. I'm sorry, guys. I'd love to rant about random MHA shit, but I need to make sure this villain doesn't beat me, as Deku calls him in Jump Force. Oh my god, the villain! Deku really profiled the fuck out of Piccolo, bro. He really said, "Oh, your skin a bit too much of a set in shades. Yeah, you gotta be evil, bro. Sorry." Damn, Izuku. Who'd you get that from? All Might? Is All Might teaching you that shit? Deku really looked at Piccolo and said, "Fuck this Grigger." Oh, we finally won, by the way. Holy shit. We finally won. In MHA, heroes are supposed to be like cops, so it tracks. See, rate how horny Toga is on a scale of 1 to 10. This is a joke. Well, I'm still going to rate it. She's probably like, well, in terms of the My Hero verse, she has to be a 10, right? In terms of My Hero's own universe, she's a 10. If it's like in terms of like across anime, probably more like a... I'm saying 6 or 7, maybe. I feel like there are too many like ultra down bad anime characters, and Toga just can't compare to that shit. You did not just call my man's Piccolo that? That was the tutorial fight? Yeah, that was the first fucking fight. That was the tutorial.
You've gotten stronger.
11 levels in one fight. Yeah, that's good. See, there's one scene in Vigilantes where civilians get drugged and go berserk, and the heroes go ballistic on them. Like, dude, All Might hits a regular-ass dude with a Texas smash. What the fuck? Anyways, I'm about to use this downscale the fuck out of All Might. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's obviously a low-power attack. You're allowed to say the name of your attack without actually doing the attack at full force. You know, that's fair. That's okay. I still remember when Steed crowned Shiggy for calling his group for League of Villains. Yeah, bro, League of Villains is an ass name. I'm sorry. It's just such a dog shit name for a faction. And you can tell he only got it because he plays too much League of Legends, which is so tragic. Free my nigga Shiggy. Kamikolo greater than Gregor? Honestly, yeah, Kamikolo is better than Gregor. Nothing would be hotter than light throwing it back in Death Note. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about ever, man. Well, where were we going before this? We were ranting about the Mark 10 shit again. Yeah, I still think it's bullshit that Deku can't because if Deku is moving at Mark 4, because he'd be 40% of All Might, or 45% of All Might, right? He should be able to catch Toga. That's just nonsense. That's what I mean about MHA has too much inconsistent scaling, because people are gonna say Deku's FTL because Nagant shoots a bullet from way too goddamn far away because Horikoshi didn't check how long that distance would be realistically. So Nagant shoots a bullet from like over 200 kilometers or some absurd fucking gap, and it hits Shigaraki almost instantly, which means Deku has to be light speed because he dodged that same bullet. But then Deku can't catch Toga when she's 4 feet away from him. That doesn't work. That doesn't make sense. That's obviously just inconsistent writing. And when things get inconsistent, they're mad difficult to scale. They become way too difficult to scale. If one of your characters used breakthrough before you repeat the story, go to skill editing. Oh yeah, no, of course. Clearly Toga's FTL, you're right. Fair enough, fair enough. I think you stuck with the scaling discussion 5 times now. It still hasn't gotten boring to me. Look, scaling is always fun because it's either agendas or you just slander. Actually, wait, that's the same thing. But you know what I mean? It's because agendas can be glazing or it could be downplay, right? Like, I've already mentioned the JJK Mark thing way too many times, right? But even if you believed that Naoya is Mark 3 the entire fight and Maki beats him, Sukuna blitzes Maki. Which, I don't know what speed you have to reach before someone becomes completely imperceivable. Because human beings who can't move that fast, and we can only react to so many things, we can still see hyper-fast objects moving in the sky, right? We can still see, I'm not saying we could see bullets or anything, but we can still see fast objects moving around, right? So to blitz someone as a, like, 7'10" man, you know, Sukuna isn't slower than All Might by that margin. If you only cope Maki at just being Mark 3 and Sukuna blitzes her, then Sukuna has to be faster than All Might. Because that's too quick. And keep in mind, oh, I can't even say it, but Sukuna is super debuffed when he does that. That's not his full power. That's not his full power. So Sukuna at death's door and not at full power shits on All Might, which that makes me happy because, you know, it puts my hero scalers, it puts a sock in their mouth. But I think that's just kind of weird overall. Also, again, I don't know what the writing decision behind making Deku technically weaker than All Might for most of the story is. He's only stronger than All Might anytime he goes 120%. Because even at 100%, he uses 100% worse than All Might does. So, I don't know, man. I think Horikoshi made a mid story. Because I've always said that I would recommend My Hero over a lot of manga. I'm being serious. But there are too many bads and there are too many goods. There are too many goods and there are too many bads. So to me, it kind of middles out as like an average story. I think people use mid as bads too much, but I actually think My Hero is like, okay. You know? It has fucking great parts. Some parts are 9s and 10s. Some parts are like 2. I'm trying to think of a 1, but I can't think of any part in My Hero that's actually a 1. I can't think of anything in My Hero that I actually would consider a 1. Like, is there a scene that's a 1? Is there a line of dialogue that's a 1? Probably not. So maybe My Hero gets a 6 rather than a 5 out of me. But that's still like around average, you know? I think My Hero's an 8. Fair game. Fair game. Right, fair game. The goods for some people might stick out more than the bads, and that's completely valid. So everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I'm over here going, My Hero sucks. It's a 5, maybe a 6 at best. That's just what I took away from it. Someone else could have taken something better or worse. You have some people saying, nah, it's shit. It's awful. And I would go, whoa, hold up. Hold up. No, it isn't. Go watch a Kame ga Kill. That's what awful is. Awful is a Kame ga Kill, not fucking My Hero. You know? So I can't say that about My Hero. I can never actually call My Hero bad, even if I ran. One Punch Man is actually fucking dog shit, by the way. That's actually bad. That's actually bad. Oh, Steve, you're just saying... No. It's peak dog shit. The One Punch Man's manga, it used to be fire. I would honestly go as far as say that shit was like a consistent, like 8 or 9. No, fuck 8. That shit was a 9, right? That shit was a 9 consistently. And then this dickhead Murata got a bit too creative. He started thinking that he was the one who could write. Nigga, if you were right, you would be publishing your own manga. You wouldn't be taking some other guy's work that's expertly well written that he's still writing to this day, that doesn't follow any of the shit that's in the manga, by the way, because one is going to write his story different from Murata. So when people say, one is writing it too, no, he isn't. Shut up. One Punch Man is actually bad. My Hero, I don't think it's bad. See, at the age of 27, a cousin asked me what saga of Dragon Ball is best, and I literally said OG Dragon Ball. Am I cooked? No, I think OG Dragon Ball is a good thing to tell him, because if he starts OG Dragon Ball, he'll love the rest of it, no matter what. And I think OG Dragon Ball is very, very, very fucking good. So, no, Deku. No, I can't think of many My Hero characters that are martial artists, right? Like objectively, Yuji has more skill than Deku, even if Deku has like way more attack potency. Why did I come? I got kill catch a stray. We talked about it earlier. I'm sorry. We talked about it earlier, so that's why I brought it up again. Where would I rate JJK? I'd probably rate JJK an 8. As much as I glaze it, I don't think I'd put it at a 9 or a 10. I don't think there's any instance JJK reaches a 9 for me. I think 8 is fine for it. What would it take for JJK to hit a 9? No, yeah, that's why, actually. There's too many reasons why I don't put it at 9 or 10. It's an 8 for me. Maybe a 7 in some instances. Because as I don't hate the way JJK ended, but I feel like it should be quite a bit longer. I feel like the story should be quite a bit longer because there are too many things that I feel like that could have been explored more. And I can't say what they are because they're all way too big of spoilers. But I would say JJK is a 7 to an 8. So I guess I'm not putting it that much higher than My Hero because I'm only putting it 1 point higher than My Hero, which I put at 6. So, Kai made a lot of idiots start at Z. That's fair. Steve, explain how Kame got killed. I can't. In shonen terms, the Saiyan Saga, but there's no Dragon Balls. And also Krillin and Gohan die. There you go. Saiyan Saga, but no Dragon Balls, and everyone dies except Goku. Maybe if you count the shoot style, it could be martial arts thing when he started focusing more on his footwork, maybe. But I feel like Deku takes too much from the school of just charge into an enemy and punch them, you know? Like, I feel like it's okay. That's an okay way to fight. There's a lot of animes where fighting isn't like Dragon Ball Z choreograph, Baki choreograph, Kengan choreograph, JJK choreograph, you know? Like, not every fight needs to have like a super sick maneuver in it, right? Some series, their fights are just, I swing into you, I do a big boost and I punch you. Or I do a big boost and I punch and you barely dodge it and you land a counter attack. And then you do a big boost and you try to follow up and punch me. And then I block it. You know, some series are just that. So, explain that Game Kill, everyone fucking dies, basically. I think Izuku still beats Yuji even on the Mark 10 thing. I'm going to have to agree with you on that, despite the fact that I like Yuji a lot, because we don't actually know how fast we ended, like... We know how fast Gojo and Sukuna are for sure, but Yuji is so hard to scale because the apex of his power is when he's at 1% HP. That is a bit of a spoiler. But when Yuji hits his peak, he literally is at 1% HP. He doesn't have like any more health left. He barely has anything left in the tank. So I can't say how strong a full power Yuji would be. Okay, there is one specific part of extreme Yuji agenda. If you take that for a fact, then he would murder the fuck out of Deku. But it's such an agenda piece. I'm not even gonna say it because I don't think it's valid. I don't think it's valid. I don't think it's valid. I don't even believe it's true. Unless if Gege comes out and says, yes, when I put that in the manga, it was meant to be a true statement. Then it's like, okay, then obviously that would make Yuji top 1 in the that would make him top 1 in JJK. And it would mean he murders the fuck out of Deku. Yuji has a ton of defense. I don't think Yuji's a glass cannon at all. If he's fighting people with way higher fucking AP, maybe he's a glass cannon. But Yuji's defense is really high. Not just for his own verse, just in general. Deku has way more attack potency than Yuji. It leans more in the favor of him. Oh yeah, for sure. If Deku lands like one decently fast hit with how much damage he does. I mean, I don't think Yuji would die from it because Yuji takes really bad shit all the time. Without saying too much, Sukuna fucks him up in the final arc and he's okay. So. Bro, just say it. We're Studio J fans. We don't read the manga anyways. Okay, well, I'll say one spoiler. Sukuna, when he's at full HP and he's not nerfed at all, he hits Yuji in the head with a dismantle at like point blank range and he's not dead. So I think it's pretty hard to say Yuji can't take a hit from Deku if he could take a full power dismantle to the head from Sukuna at like point blank range. You guys might remember, it's after Yuji gets the Executioner sword. When he misses the sword strike on Sukuna, Sukuna just points at his head and just thinks, okay, he's dead now. And then he turns around and he's okay. You know? And we already know a point blank dismantle from Sukuna kills most people immediately right away in the verse. Later when Sukuna is weakened, Yuji and Yuta both assume that if Sukuna hit them with that one slash hit Maharaga with, you know the one where he does all the hand signs and he goes like this? They said if Sukuna hits them with that, they would die instantly. So Sukuna pointing at someone and just hitting them in the head right away should do the same thing. So yeah. Yuji is a super tank, yeah. I can't say too many other things about Yuji's durability because there's way too many spoilers when it comes to his bag. But yeah. He's tankier than Budokai 3 Piccolo. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, he does tank the craziest shit. I don't know if I would say he beats Deku with the best bet I can make for a Yuji versus Deku argument is because of Yuji's perseverance and because of Deku's durability. If Deku goes for a hit on Yuji and it doesn't kill him and Yuji touches Deku, Deku's cooked. I don't think Deku can take that. He can't. He literally cannot. He would have to literally fully blitz him and have Yuji not be able to touch him while he's making contact. Otherwise, it's over. But Deku being around Mach 10, I don't think is enough to just outright blitz Yuji. So, yeah, I don't think Mach 10 is enough to outright blitz Yuji. I know Deku isn't Mach 10. He can go higher realistically, but his comfortable combat level is around 40%, right? And Mach 4 isn't enough to blitz Yuji. It's not. It's if anything, it's around how fast people think he is. Before he even trains for the Sukuna fight. So it's too low, if anything. Yeah, honestly, I think a real fight between Deku and Yuji is that Deku either one-shots Yuji, or he kills him in like 5 hits maybe, if he gets enough hits in, and Yuji outright kills him in 1 hit. Because Deku can't heal any of the damage that Yuji does, and his damage is very fucking high. Honestly, I would probably say that Yuji... Well, not his punches, but Yuji's specific ability in the Sukuna fight, I would say that probably has more AP than Deku. It just doesn't have a bigger surface area. Because that curse technique does so much fucking damage. I need to remind you guys, he literally only landed it like once on Sukuna. And Sukuna immediately started like shitting himself. He grabbed his waist and he landed it fucking once and Sukuna threw up. Yes, okay, this is a little bit of a spoiler. Yuji hits Sukuna so fucking hard with the curse technique, Sukuna vomits up the fingers that he ate. That's how fucking much damage it does. So, maybe Yuji's AP is higher with that specific technique, but he has to use it in that combination, and again, it's not gonna... Using that technique isn't gonna destroy a fucking island or like a mountain or continental, however high people scale Deku, right? It's not gonna do that, but it does do a shit ton of damage. It's really hard to take. It's very hard to take. Well, I mean, how fast would you need to be to escape a domain expansion? Because that kind of depends, right? Domain expansions are dependent. That moment was extremely raw. Yeah, I love it. Yuji making Sukuna vomit his fingers up and mean mugging him the entire time. That was extremely hard. That was extremely hard. But the thing about Danger Sense is that it fucking sucks. Danger Sense sucks so bad. It sucks. It's a bad... I'm gonna be honest, Danger Sense is a bad quirk. It's a bad... When I talk about Deku in verses, I usually leave Danger Sense out because there's nothing stopping a character from just throwing out multiple attacks and then Danger Sense becomes a bad move right away. Danger Sense can literally only sense 1 attack at a time. It's so fucking dog shit. If there's a little bit of a minor smoke screen, Danger Sense stops working. It's so fucking awful. But I'm still gonna say it more times, unless if Giga says something crazy, or unless if the anime does some insane scaling shit, because you know how animes always do their own interpretation of a fight. I'm gonna say that Deku beats Yuji more times than Yuji beats Deku. I'm gonna stay humble. Yuji might be my GOAT, but I'm not about to say that he murders Deku 10 times out of 10. But he does have ways to beat Deku. If he lands 1 hit, he basically wins. And I really can't say too much because it's all just spoilers, but I think most of Yuji's attacks one-shot Deku. Hell, even a punch from Yuji might one-shot Deku because he'd break too many bones. Or he'd affect his soul. And if he affects the soul, then Deku's gonna slow down a ton. And he's gonna slow down a ton. He might even lose access to one of his quirks. With the way Yuji's soul damage works. So if Yuji lands one black flash on Deku, he beats Deku. There you go. If he lands I forgot about that. If Yuji lands one black flash, then he can handle Deku. Yeah. If he lands one black flash, he's good to go. So yeah. Want the one for all quirks protect? Ooh, see that's a spoiler. That's a spoiler because Yuji's soul damage is fucking absolute. There is not anything that can help you from it. That's all I can do. When Yuji is fighting Sukuna can't do anything about Yuji's soul damage. I think Yuji's soul damage is just absolute. There's no protection from it. You just take it. So, if anything, Sukuna's just riding around in Yuji's body for free. Yuji can already do soul damage, but yeah. But look, if Yuji lands a black flash, I would say they're probably more even, or Yuji's slightly above him. If he doesn't, then I would say Deku's above him. So, yeah. What quirks would Deku realistically need against Yuji? I think Deku's quirks are good enough. I think his quirks are good enough to beat Yuji. I'm already saying I think Deku beats Yuji more than not. Oh shit! But I don't know if I'm counting Awakened Yuji in this, because Awakened Yuji is like we never get to see Awakened Yuji at full power. That's the thing. The series kind of ended in a way where you don't really get to see. I mean, realistically, if we're being honest, I don't think we even saw Sukuna ever use his full power. Like, yes, he goes into his final form and there's parts where he fights really desperately, but he never really uses his whole kit at a time or his entire bag while fighting 100% serious. We never see that. So, Sukuna saw factory. He saw 7 factory resettings in a row and somehow was still breathing. Yeah. Random question, but did you agree with the death battle Mahito versus Shigaraki? I do agree with it. I think Mahito genuinely has no shot against Shigaraki. I'm surprised they even let Mahito do that good. But with the Mark 10 statement, okay, here's the issue. I don't think Mahito's Mark 10 at all, right? But if you take death battles scaling and how fast they put Mahito, and how Shigaraki scaling is Primal Might scaling, that would mean that Mahito fucking diarrheas all over Shigaraki by death battle's own logic. I think actually Shigaraki just beats Mahito because he's way faster than him and whatever the fuck, right? And maybe Decay works on a Cursed Spirit, I don't know. I'm just going to give him that because if I don't give him that, then realistically he can't see Mahito in general, and that's just fucked up. That's just not even a fight. So, yeah. Death Battle... Okay, let me pull up the numbers. What did Death Battle say Mahito was at when it came to his speed? They scaled him crazy fucking high because they took like Black Flash into account, right? Like how fast characters move when they do Black Flashes. Because Black Flashes are like undodgeable. They're undodgeable and unblockable because they move way too fucking fast. They're basically instant attacks in JJK. Obviously, if you're like a faster character, maybe you can dodge it. If you're like, I don't know, Tengen Toppa or Gurren Lagann or some shit. But I need to find... What did they say the speed was? Okay. They said Mahito's Black Flash was marked 932. And they said Shigaraki was light speed, which we know is a lie, because he's all might level, so he's marked 10. So they said that Mahito is so quick, Shigaraki would never, ever, ever be able to see him. Shigaraki would literally be fighting ghosts, like actually ghosts, and I'm being so serious, he'd be fighting ghosts. Mahito would punch him and he'd go... He'd be like Maharaga when Sukuna's just throwing up feints. He'd just be fighting ghosts. So that's just fucked up. I think Shigaraki actually does beat Mahito though. I think his stats are way higher. I'm not gonna say All for One is the reason why, and I think Shigaraki can take Idol Transfiguration because Shigaraki's own soul is that durable. Fuck All for One. If anything, All for One is one of the weak soul. I think Shigaraki's soul is strong enough to handle it. He has the AP, he has the durability, he has amazing regen, he has the speed, and his soul is resistant enough. I think he can take it. I think he can handle Mahito. Now there are arguments to be made. Maybe Mahito lands enough Black Flashes that he can just catch up to Shigaraki very easily and beat him to death, or enough black flashes that he understands the soul enough that he can just delete Shigaraki right away, right? Because don't forget, Mahito didn't know if he could one-shot Nobara, but after landing a black flash on Yuji, he said, that black flash invigorated me so much I could one-shot Todo. So obviously black flashes also help him one-shot people with idle transfiguration. And so on and so. This has just become a power scaling stream. But you know what I mean, right? Black flashes help every aspect of you. Your ability, your speed, your HP, your durability. It can give you regeneration. It can make you learn domain expansion. It can do fucking everything. But at the same time, I think Shigaraki should just beat Mahito. It's just that by Death Battle's own logic, Mahito would win. So that's why that's why I think you shouldn't overglaze characters. Because if they just did normal scaling, I think if they did normal scaling of what you see in My Hero, he would have just still beat him anyways. Not this weird, light speeds because he caught fucking lasers that a Mach 1 stealth bomber jet can dodge. That's not light speed, bro. I'm sorry, that's not light speed. If a fucking stealth bomber can dodge it, it's not light speed. Anytime you see you know when people shine lights on helicopters and jets and stuff? When was the last time you saw a vehicle avoid that? They make complaints about how fucking annoying it is. So a jet's not gonna dodge a fucking light. You know? It's not gonna happen. So, yeah. What do you mean Death Battle didn't know about the Mark 10 stuff? No, the Mark 10 stuff is recent. That's not Death Battle's fault. But by Death Battle's logic, they said Mahito is Mark over 900. But Shigaraki is Mark 10 because of he scales to All Might. So by Death Battle's own logic, it's just unfortunate, you know. It isn't even Death Battle is wrong by their own logic. It is more the video's outdated. Oh, fair enough. The video's outdated, sure, but I don't even think Mahito's light speed at all. Period. I never did it. I never thought he was. I don't think any of My Hero characters are light speed. I never at any point ever thought they were. If anything, Mark 10 is faster than what I was giving them, because you see these characters get hit by bullets all the fucking time, which isn't very FTL if you ask me. I love Black Fashion concept so much. It's like the craziest Zenkai boost mechanic. It is, yeah. I mean, can we put... No, we can't put Mahito in Mac 10. That's why I said. I said Mahito loses a real fight against Shigaraki. If you don't do Death Battle's bullshit logic, Shigaraki murders the fuck out of Mahito. If you do Death Battle's logic, Shigaraki should lose because he's not light speed. I'm saying that My Hero beats JJK right now, and people still aren't happy. I'm saying Deku beats Yuji and Shigaraki beats Mahito, and people still aren't happy. Listen, I'm just here for the animated fights for Death Battle. Fair enough. I don't think anyone really takes Death Battle stats too seriously. I mean, when they do some gross mismatch like Master Chief versus Doom Guy, how can you take them seriously? Did you hear about the late Cemetery one-shot? Oh yeah, I did. I think it's good. See, can we do more streams like this? It's incredibly fun. You mean me yapping and getting fucking backshots by Piccolo for 2 hours? Maybe, I guess. Sure. Why are we bashing Death Battle? Isn't there? No, I'm not bashing them. I'm just saying that I think they put Shigaraki way too damn high. Because I don't think any of My Hero characters FTL. But it doesn't matter anyways. Right? It don't matter. Justin Bieber versus Rebecca Black Death Battle. So true. Val's a highball for Mahito. It's an extreme highball. I'm not saying Mahito is anywhere near that level. If Mahito is Mach 932, that puts him above every character except potentially Gojo and Sukuna, because again, we don't know how fast they actually are. That puts Mahito literally above the entire cast, and that's just fucking stupid. No one is going to argue that. Nobody is asking... Nobody will ever convince you Mahito is stronger than Yuta. Mahito is stronger than Yuji. Mahito is stronger than Rika. Nobody is going to tell you that. I think Death Battle's logic is bad, like, overall. So, yeah. Toga is massively FTL. That's very true. See, because here's the thing. If we... I need to end the stream, but I need to make this last point. If we use that Shigaraki can catch lasers and Deku's faster than him and Deku's FTL, then obviously Yuji never touches like Deku or whatever the fuck, right? But if we use Deku cannot catch Toga, then Yuji beats the fuck out of Deku. Because My Hero's scaling is just very inconsistent. So, yeah. that's probably a great place to end the stream because we're just gonna argue back and forth about the same thing over and over and over again. I never give Death Hats for finding Super Saiyan Bardock lose to Omni-Man. That was a dumbass battle. They straight up said Bardock was way faster than Omni-Man and he still gets tagged. They said, I said to myself, oh, Omni-Man should win unless if Bardock could go Super Saiyan. And then they made Bardock go Super Saiyan. And I was like, okay, sure. Remember when Mach 1 was a big deal in JJK? I think Mach 1 or Sound Barrier is a big deal in every anime at some point. Deku literally uses Gear Shift against All For One at the end of the series, and Gear Shift level 2 breaks the Sound Barrier, which would imply it's only Mach 1. And that's treated as a big deal. So, the sound Barrier is always treated as a big deal even when it doesn't make fucking sense, right? Because that would mean Deku with Gear Shift 2 is as fast as fucking Piercing Blood, which is an insane low ball. But that's what Horikoshi wrote. I'm not making this up. Horikoshi wrote, yes, Gear Shift level 2 breaks the Sound Barrier, and that caught All For One off guard. Which means All For One has never faced a Sound Barrier breaking enemy. Which would mean All Might would be slower than Sound, and that's fucking stupid. That's extremely stupid. That's why I say when I mean Horikoshi's writing is very inconsistent. It's very inconsistent. So yeah, that's another reason why My Hero is so hard to get into, because again, well, not hard to get into, but it's another reason why I call it mid, because the writing is just so all over the fucking wall. This isn't even just like power scaling, right? This is just writing in general. Okay, we seriously have to end this. We've been going on for too long. Whenever someone asks me who's stronger, I just say Starkiller, even if he wasn't one of Just say Goku. Just say Goku. Just say Goku. You know? Just say Goku. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Let's just say that bums, bro. No argument or anything, just straight agenda. That's true. Anytime someone says Deku versus Deku versus Yuji or All Might versus Sukuna, just say Goku. No, say Luffy, because if you say Goku, they'll think you're making a joke. If you say Luffy, they'll think you're being genuine, because everyone knows how annoying One Piece fans are. So if you say Luffy, they'll think you're being genuine, but if you say Goku, they'll go, oh, he's joking. This has been hella fun. Hey, well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. When's the next Force Unleashed 2 stream? Streets and Either? I don't know, tomorrow? Yeah, let's just say tomorrow, unless I upload 2 videos. Going for the Pokemon stream, Ichigo no diffs? Exactly, just say a character that's not involved. Steve, who do you think would win? Bardock. What? We're talking about a football match. Bardock. Oh, who do you think should have really won? Mahito versus Shigaraki. Majin Buu. Oh, who do you think's stronger? Goku versus Superman. Makima. just say fucking anybody. Just say anybody. Don't take it seriously. Okay. The Storm game stream will come. I just need to finish Force Unleashed 2 because I don't want to start another story game. We'll definitely do Naruto Storm probably before we finish King Kong. I'm gonna be real, but yeah, let's actually end the stream. We've yapped on long enough. All right. So yeah, that's it. I do love you all. Thank you guys for sticking with me, even though all I did was just diarrhea all over the mic. Mark 10. I hate One Punch Man. My Hero isn't even that bad. JJK Glaze. Dragon Ball Glaze. Dragon Ball Downplay. JJK Downplay, because I even was started talking about how I don't even think it's like a 9 or a 10. For me, at most, it's an 8. It's an 8 at most and maybe 7 minimum. We did all the things we normally do every stream, so I think this is a good place to end it. I do hope you all enjoyed, fellas, and I will see you all. Oh, wait, don't forget to leave a like. That helps me out big time, you know, and subscribing. That helps me out big time. And I think that's a solid place to end it. I love you all. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Take care and peace. I really need to go because I have some serious swamp ass because it's hot as hell.